Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, God. You got to love it when a mustache hair tickles your nose right as you're hearing that. Light the beam!
There you go. It curls up in
Oh,
there.
my
And
God.
like, eh.
This is what happens when I take a shower. Light the beam. Welcome into a Tuesday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma.
Sound like a monthly thing for you.
I am not far off, buddy. Not far off. I am your host, Sam Freas, as always, joined by the Cap here in the room, and LG in parts unknown here on the north side of San Antonio, where, fellas, we are officially under a month away from NBA opening night. Well, from Spurs portion.
Battle of the number 1, number 2 draft picks, huh?
It's pretty fun. I'm actually getting a little geeked. I mean, unfortunately, we'll talk.
It's the only thing you can root for right now.
Yeah, everything in my sports world is crumbling. So yes,
hey, you're not far off from me. You know, come on.
I might be already looking officially 29 days ahead to Spurs opening night up in Dallas. Yeah, as you alluded to. Everything is crumbling, and we are unfortunately here to talk about it. Of course, we'll talk Cowboys and the rest of NFL Week 3 observations in the main seggy tonight. Got some weekend sports to get to as well. Got some college football to talk about there. Have some fun Mike Irvin audio and video to get to there in weekend sports. And then, as always, a little lightning round to close it out. How we doing? How we doing, fellas?
It is a long weekend, man. A lot of stuff went down.
That was generic. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, like my big butt on the ground.
Well. I think our National Day celebration can wait. I need to hear about you.
Oh, man. Don't let me take away from National Day celebration. But I will say, I will never be sitting on a swivel bar stool again.
Oh, Bubba, no.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Like, you know, a man my size with my girth.
Fat.
LG, mother.
I've
Come on.
fallen.
Yeah.
And I can't get up.
Damn near, man. Damn near. Like, I can hear when things are about to go bad with said seat.
Sure, yeah,
or
yeah,
said
yeah.
stool.
Uh-huh.
You know, you get a little few cracks, like, you know.
Yeah, there's
starts,
definitely
starts leaning one way.
There's an ominous sound.
Especially, like, you know, I'm ready for it. Like, especially now with
fat. Really fat.
with my bad back and everything. And, like, I'm like, I never trusted these seats anyway. But then, like, I've been to this establishment. Shout out to Hush Room up in Stone Oak area, man. If you guys want to go to a nice establishment with expensive drinks and lit atmosphere.
I was about to say that either sounds like a pay for club membership to get in kind of establishment.
Whips and chains.
Or, yeah, Hush Room.
Yeah.
Or it's a
like
Stone Oak cocktail.
Yeah, a little
speakeasy
style thing. But, like, they did a real good job in there. But, like, they bought these fancy little swivel chairs, and I'm like, they still didn't put a kick bar. Like, suggest to every bar out there, if you have a bar and stools, you put a kick bar where someone can put their feet on. Because, like, I'm right at that height where I can't put my feet on the ground, but I can't sit there and jack them up all high and put them on, like, the little.
So you're like a
bar.
Little kid with his feet.
Yeah, so they just dangling, or I'd sit with like one ass cheek on the thing.
Yeah.
You know, which is usually what I do. I do the one ass cheek just in case something's gonna break. And
for moments like this, you might say.
This gave me no indication it was gonna break.
Oh, it was.
I've sat on these chairs like a couple times. It was an instantaneous broke into about 15 different pieces, and I'm straight on my back.
All within a matter of about a second
Like
and
a
a half.
split second, dude, in front of my friend's family,
And again,
sister.
this
and
isn't
thing.
a dive bar on the east side. This is the Hush Room in Stone Oak.
And this thing shattered into like 15 pieces. Like I could have been stabbed. Like it ripped my underwear. Like it was like I was talking to a little lady friend of mine, and yeah, it was very embarrassing. And
oh no, she was sitting right.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
God.
right there.
No. Somehow this just keeps getting better or worse and worse. I'm sorry. Let me change my perspective.
And I get up, and they're like, "We're getting rid of all those chairs." And I was like, "Well, that seemed like a manufactured error, dude, because like nothing cracked, like the leg didn't go out. I mean, it went to 15 pieces, like it was disassembled like a Lego set."
Yeah, it sounds
and
like.
I was like, "What? How much did you spend on this chair, Eric?"
I would assume, judging by the establishment, I would assume that was probably a heavy investment.
Well, they got rid of all they took them all out because they're like, that's a liability. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not going to sue you, whatnot. I was like, calm down. But like, I was like,
I don't have a bar tab the rest of the night.
I did not.
Yeah, that's correct. That's how
I was
that
like,
works.
give me another tequila there.
That's
buddy.
right.
Yeah, but I was like, and then the worst thing is that I get a text message. Are you all right? LOL. I just saw the video.
Oh no.
I text.
We've got to have.
We're not.
We have to have this video.
We're not.
Someone leak it.
I've already threatened his life. And he was like,
that's when the lawsuit comes, is when that
I
hits.
was like, are you serious, bro? Are you sharing the video? And he's like, well, I just showed our mutual friend because she was wondering why we didn't have the other chairs in here. And it wasn't malicious.
You could have just told her.
It wasn't
you didn't
malicious.
Need to show
and I'm
the
like,
video.
I don't think you're being malicious. You're just being a dick.
Yeah, again, we made it all of 6 minutes until we broke FCC rules there.
That's a good one.
Again, that one doesn't pass. That one doesn't.
God,
just like last week, that one doesn't pass. Well,
I think if I say it enough, it'll pass, right?
I hope your body is recovered in time.
Man, my back was horrible last night. I was like,
to celebrate.
Oh,
National Celebrate Bisexuality Day.
Oh,
kind of seems like
Bi-Curious Day, huh?
Yeah, it felt like my initial thought on what the Hush Room was felt like it might be a place where you go to celebrate Bisexuality Day.
He's like,
maybe chicks at the same time, man.
Maybe I like getting whipped by a man or a female.
Yeah, I feel this on the heels of noted bisexual Harry Styles running a sub 3 hour marathon. Over the weekend, it feels like the bisexuals are truly having a moment.
Oh, I mean, Charlie Sheen came out as a bisexual.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said that's.
He flipped that menu over and said, "How about it?"
Yeah, drugs will make you reconsider a lot of life decisions. Apparently,
you only get one life. I mean, what's a penile?
Yeah, go on.
Versus like a vagina.
I mean, again, vagina. Those are actually scientific terms, so you can say those. Those are medical terms. There's still
talking about Richard, by the way.
There's still a huge difference there, but I will celebrate alongside you and Charlie Sheen on this. It's also National Restless Legs Awareness Day. But
I got those. My sheets are at the end of the bed every morning, man.
Taking too much Tylenol, that's what that tells me. And we're still waiting on the Rapture. So
what is this Rapture? I just saw this on
We've got about 3 hours
on the book face.
45 minutes here until.
Is this like moons and stuff aligning? Or,
I think it was a South African pastor that went viral on TikTok predicting that it was gonna. our homeboy out here down the street. Not to give away our location. What's his name? Help me, LG. What's the mega? Hagee. He predicts the end of the world like once every decade.
Yeah.
A man of faith.
It was supposed to be Y2K.
That's right.
And then 2012. And then.
The 2012 was a big
2022?
one. What was that? The Mayan calendar, right?
Yeah.
The Mayan calendar ended in 2012.
But no word about COVID and an actual pandemic going on.
No. Pandemics. That's just that's Hollywood fodder for a horror movie. LG, since I can hear you through drops, why don't you tell the good people how they can help support the program here.
Yo, hit that subscribe button. That will help support the program.
Where's that pretty little face?
Or
of
you
yours?
can throw a super chat in there. That would be cool.
Fun with framing.
Yeah, we're still the march to 1,000 commences from this point forward. We're over 500 subbies now on YouTube, so the super chats are open. Again, if you do so feel inclined to throw a super chat out there, if it's on topic, we'll try to mix it in. If it's something completely random, has nothing to do with anything, we'll squeeze it in at the end of the show in the lightning round.
Yep. We also have that Amazon list still up there in the description. If you're feeling generous, we need new microphones.
And you want to support another billionaire in his business.
I'm
all for it.
I've been considering. So I've been watching my high school's football games on YouTube because they run their own channel now.
You're Al Bundy in it now?
A little bit.
But, oh, man, look at that play. I did it real good.
I mean, they're
four
massively,
touchdowns in one game. Polk High history, dude.
They're massively overrated. They're having their comeuppance this year. But everything is sponsored. And it's got me thinking, I might need to reach out to somebody to get the sports cave. We can sponsor the Red Zone, or
we have our very own alumni with the Sports Cave Live, sponsored to you by.
They're already on my ass to try to get me to move back there to actually do the games, but maybe I'll just sponsor. Yeah, yes.
Brought to you by Blue Chew.
That's
we are horny to win this game.
That's as the 38 and up.
Shout out to Royce with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you. The Rapture is coming. Man,
I was upset. Like, the Rapture was actually a big talking point in my childhood.
It was like the Mayan calendar, Y2K.
Ours was heavy religious. It was the Left Behind series and
the Leftovers.
Well, that one too. Left Behind was it was like James Dobson. Focus on the Family did it. I think Kirk Cameron was in the movie at one point. It's just the Rapture. And
is it like heavily religious?
Heavy.
Okay, I might have missed
that
one. I might have missed that one.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm a sinner.
In between reading the Bible cover to cover in chronological order, we were also reading the Left Behind series. So. Yeah. Shout out to all of y'all still waiting on the Rapture. Cross your fingers. Don't hold your breath. We've still got 3.5 hours till midnight. So we'll see. We'll keep tabs on that. We'll see what happens there. But we have a lot to get to tonight. These Tuesday night shows, a lot of football to get to. But before we do that, let's do a quick weekend recap. I didn't end up on the ground anywhere this weekend like you, unfortunately.
Oh, well, if you weren't on the ground, you were hitting home runs. Give me a minute.
Hold on.
What? Did you just stop my Yankee minute?
There's weekend recap, and then there's weekends. If somebody looked at the run sheet that we send out.
Was that what that is?
That's what that is. Look, I even gave you a space to differentiate. Now, my weekend recap's quick. I stayed up all night Sunday night. I was up till 5.
Just do it right. I just can't get the
5:45.
Right.
Just do the show, bitch. Do the show.
Come on, read the run sheet, bitch.
It's very Houston. What was it? Patrick Creighton and the other dude over there. Very much. If you just read, I send you the run sheet every day. Just look at the run sheet, bitch.
But anyway, back to you, buddy.
I was up till 5-something a.m. Sunday because we did another airport drop off with the roommate. Early Monday
she's not
morning.
Here tonight.
Yeah. I dressed myself tonight. I have a collar on.
I'm surprised there's not a button out of sort right there.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It might have taken a couple of efforts to get there.
A couple tries.
No, I did the all nighter. Stayed up. So my sleep schedule's all whack right now.
You stayed up till 5 and kept it going.
I did, and after watching NFL football all day Sunday. Watching the Sunday night game, there was a lot of ups and downs in terms of energy levels. So
how drunk were you at 6 o'clock?
So this is why it was actually easier, because I had a pretty good nap in between the hours of after the Cowboy game and during the first half of Sunday Night Football. So, like, I got a little energy bump there.
A little snoozer.
And then locked into my Madden franchise where the Cowboys actually win games. Although the year is now 2029.
You got the one Native American tear coming down your face as you're doing your franchise. When we used to be good.
You're not far off. You are not far off. Before the roommate left for Nashville, though, I got very, very rarely. This won't come as a shock to either one of y'all because you know her so well. She very rarely finds herself in the same kind of confrontations that I do.
Oh, yeah.
She's not honking or flipping people off on the highway. She's not getting into fights with lesbians over college softball at Torchy's. She's not, just conflict doesn't cross her path too often.
Hey, sometimes people just need to be smacked, you know?
Well, this weekend, the woman that needed to be smacked was a city employee working in the Almost Park library.
Oh, my God, in a library?
Dude, just...
What are you cruising the library for?
So we're proper liberals. We're heavy library users. Come on.
You can find anything on the internet, man.
Yeah, but reading a book, I don't know.
I get
We
it.
do a lot of
like
reading.
reading
So
the
it
book.
actually,
Yeah.
and she's about to start a book club, I think, actually, because she's reading like 8-9 books a week. It's ridiculous.
And she reads everything, like nonfiction, fiction.
All over the place.
All
Self-help.
God, man.
I said that real country.
Self-help.
I said that like Troy last night on the Henrietta in me came out. She's reading them self-help books.
That's self-help, man. She learned how to do real estate right now.
No, the problem, we never have any issue. We go to the Central Library. We live downtown or live right there by the Dome, so we just pop over there. But she wanted, since it was the weekend, wanted to actually spend some time at a library. Yeah. So I told her, college football's on. Yeah. Enjoy the library. I'll be here. Let me know if you need anything.
Something about went off at the library?
So about an hour later, after she had left the house, I get a call from her talking about how she's never felt more disrespected, couldn't believe what just happened. And I'm like, wait.
Yo.
You're at the Landa library? Like you're in almost, and you're like, what the hell happened to you? Like, what are we talking about here?
That's a safe space.
Exactly. So, long story short, we usually don't drop books off there. We drop them off at the Central Library. So, when she got there, she dropped a couple books off and then started walking around doing library things, whatever that is. And then, as she was still at the library, she gets a call, answers the call, and it's this woman that she can hear the person who's talking because it's someone in the library. So she can hear the other person talking while she's like holding her phone down and like she's just trying to figure out who this is calling her.
I'm surprised she could hear it because aren't you supposed to whisper in a library?
Not when you're the one that runs the library. Apparently,
they get to be loud.
You make the rules there. Yeah.
Oh man, power tripping.
And that's exactly what it was. This older lady, this old broad, was calling Steph to tell her that she was responsible for paying for the book that she had just turned in. It was damaged beyond the point of being allowed back into circulation with the rest of the library books, and she wouldn't be able to check out any other books until she cleared her balance and paid for this one. And she could come in and pay with cash, or not cash, pay with credit, yeah,
or debit.
Exactly.
What did you step on it with your little wing feet or what?
No, it wasn't. There wasn't ants and wing sauce weren't involved in this one.
Some cheesy ranch. Or
so
something?
she notices, there were like a couple of like cup rings on different pages, but it was nothing. There was like 3 instances where there was something on a page. Granted, a 200 and something page book. And
did she even I don't see her putting a cup on a
no,
book.
But again, when you go through the Central Library, the people at the Central Library are like, "Oh my God, you brought the book back! Holy hell!
Yeah.
What? Can we give you a gift?
Yeah. Here's a gift card to Amazon for 50.
Have a pizza party. It's a very different experience. So this old lady, just drunk with power from civic bureaucracy, is telling Steph that, this book, she didn't feel, I don't feel comfortable recirculating this book, so we're going to have to buy a new one. And Steph flat out told the lady, she's like, look, I'm not doing that. I've never had any issue. This is the first time this has ever happened. The next time I see a single speck of dirt in a book, I will call you specifically, Teresa, and let you know that this book.
That was going to be a Laura or something.
No. It's the rich housewife name.
Yeah,
Teresa, married to the lawyer.
Oh my God.
Working part-time at the Landa Library. So for the first time in years, I saw Steph to the point of actual confrontation, and it was at the goddamn library.
You should have brought your popcorn up there and been like,
I told her I'm like,
get her, girl, get her.
It was a very tough balance of showing support while also just
laughing your butt off,
trying not to just laugh at the absurdity of what the position that she had put herself in, or that she found herself in, I should say. But it was good to see. It was good to see that she still got that fire.
I'm surprised she didn't while on the phone goes around the corner and just stares at Teresa.
So what?
Be like, I will not do that.
She did go a little passive aggressive at one point because she started just looking for books in the library that had any kind of smudge or any and she took 3 of them to Teresa. It was like, hey, you might want to check these out because it looks like they might need to be pulled from circulation. Where you penalize individuals by making them pay for it, and you actually deprive other individuals from getting to read the book that's still perfectly fine. It's just a different set of standards in certain parts of this city.
Did she know that was her? That was the person she called?
Oh, 1,000%. Because this is the thing I love about Steph. She is a proper West Texan. And she asked for her by name so she could deliver this message face to face, because you have managed to piss her off, which is incredibly difficult most of the time. That no. Now there will be.
Oh, I always get the name, and what was it? The missus always was like, you're going to go talk to that person, and you're getting his name because you want to talk to him in person. I'm like, oh, yeah.
1,000%.
And I'm going to talk to him real close. I'm going to stand above him because I guarantee you he's short. Half the time these people, the guys are short who get all phone tough and text message tough.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like.
Distance tough.
Hey, buddy. What was that problem here again?
What was that? Yeah, what was
that?
Here, let me read that exact text where you said, why don't you come down here and have this conversation in person? Okay.
Yeah. I'm here.
Let the conversation commence.
Oh, I got voted on my, speaking of HOAs that you don't have, but I do. I'm a person of influence in my HOA, only because I've shouted out the ladies who wanted to put up pictures of kids who didn't pick up dog poop. That was my kid one time. I dealt with them properly.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I made them pick up all the trash in our entryway for 2 days over the weekend with the orange vest.
So that at least they saw
So I was like, I will take care of this.
Yeah, this is.
But they wanted to
role.
post the picture everywhere, and then we need to go to that person's house all together. And I'm like, what is this? A
trash
is this like a tar and feathering and stuff? And I'd be on there. I'm like, y'all need to settle down, man. And these kids at the pool, and I'm like, tell them to shut up.
They're kids.
I was like, they're kids. I doubt they're going to yell at you. And if they do, shut that
handle it
as down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Open y'all's mouths. Don't just open your phone. Open your mouth.
No. The phone is just way easier.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, no. I've been officially. My whole day is flipped upside down since I had stayed up Sunday night. But hopefully,
it's so dark. You're supposed to be light right now.
So it's 8:30.
Yeah.
It feels like it's about 2 in the afternoon for me right now.
Oh, buddy. You
slept
till about 6 or what?
I did, yeah.
Oh, man.
I did. Not too far off. But yeah, besides that little bit of housekeeping news as well, I got nailed down over the weekend. I will be Filling in for Uncle Andy on Ticket 760 Friday afternoon. His normal show, 4 to 7 over there. I feel bad. It's Ryder Cup Friday, and Uncle Andy's off because UTSA travels. So.
Oh, man, that's usually his bag right there.
It might work out better in his favor, though, because it means now he doesn't have to do a radio show, and he's probably going to be locked in
to
the Ryder Cup all day. So
he was going to have his phone on with the match on.
And you can see that is officially the last thing I had for weekend.
Okay, you want to drill it in some more, buddy?
No, I just
you want to drill it in some more.
I just want to make sure.
I don't read those.
I know. That's my whole point. Just read the run sheet. No. So please.
Oh, on this 1 weekend recap, and no, I do not get docked 30 seconds, James.
Oh, I like that idea.
No.
Yeah, LG, take 10 seconds
You will put a minute on the clock. We have our first Yankee 30-30, 30 home runs and 30 steals. One Jazz Chisholm got his home run over the weekend, joins the 30-30 club, first Yankee to ever do it.
No.
Yeah, 30-30, man. Mickey was close a couple times.
Soriano never? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
Yeah, you are interrupting. Sir.
Add the 30 seconds
That was a test.
back.
That was a test.
This is
you can shut up. All right. Judge hits his 49th home run. We go up and take 3 out of 4 from the Orioles. We're only 2 back from Toronto. Now we just got to score a couple of runs against one of the worst teams in the league, the White Sox, and the Orioles again, and we could steal this division back, properly owned by the Yankees, where we've only played, get this stat, 28 games in our history over 100 years that didn't mean playoff implications. Think about that.
It was a hell of a dismount there.
Think about that.
I'm too busy thinking about the fact that Alfonso Soriano didn't have one 30-30 season.
Hold on.
He didn't have one 30-30 season.
What?
Alfonso Soriano had 2 30-30 seasons.
Get out of here.
With the Yankees, 02 and 03.
To what?
He
Man,
almost
that announcer
in
needs to get it.
2002. He was 1 home run short of a 40-40 season. He had 39 homers, 41
We were never
stolen
a running
base.
team, but he was a runner.
He was also the prize.
I remember we gave him up and got Cano. It was like
he was the prize return for A-Rod. That was the Rangers initially had the Manny Rodriguez for A-Rod trade, and then it got voided. And then the next day, A-Rod to the Yankees for Soriano instead.
Man, why would that announcer?
I
think it was like over like the last 20 years or something like that.
That's what it was. So Soriano in 03 was your last one.
Because I thought I heard that, and I was like, man, none of these guys got 30 for 30.
Randomly?
I was like, I know we never were running
I don't think you'll ever guess there's one other Yankee that's had a 30-30 season. It was 1975.
75.
Pretty random. And if you had given me 10 guesses, I don't think he's a name I would have.
Yeah, it's not Reggie because that would be too easy. Not Yogi. That was past Yogi. I'm trying to think of 30 home run hitters.
I think Yogi's moving like that. It was a year in which the Yankees were barely over 500. They were 83 and 77.
Oh, so we were just running just because.
It was a bad Yankees team. It was
all right, hit me.
Bobby Bonds.
Bobby Bonds. Mm-hmm. Wow. What is that? Barry's older brother or something?
I believe that would be Barry's dad.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He played for the Yankees?
Mm-hmm. Along with a entire list. At one point, he played for the Rangers. He was
journeyman.
Very much so, yeah, all over. Giants, Yankees, Angels, White Sox, Rangers, Indians, Cards, and Cubs. I'm going to have to start checking your Yankee minute.
I tell you, dude. I'm the one who doesn't get the stats right. Remember that.
Well, I just had to assume. I mean, that was Alfonso Soriano was the first name that came to mind when you said that.
Yeah, so like when you said Alfonso, I was like, yeah, he was a power hitter and a runner. But like during all of like Torrey and who's the one right before us, Aaron Boone,
Girardi.
There you go. I was like, it's another Italian. I was like, we never ran. Like, we barely have anybody over 20 steals, So it was always the Bronx Bombers.
Yeah.
Since my generation.
That's a big part of, I don't think people, or if people do realize, it doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
The way they have made the rule changes to baseball over the last few years, steals are one of the most exciting parts of baseball. Like, to see steals back in the game. Like, the fact that there was...
Oh, I played catcher, man. I loved seeing a catcher get someone out on a steal and just stare him down. Just
22 years between the Yankees having a 30-30 guy. And the fact that now it's no offense to Jazz, but
you got Shohei going 40-40.
50-50 last year.
Did he go 50? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right.
So, like, it feels, again... like baseball just getting back to what baseball actually is and was and should be.
As we enlarge the bases.
Well, and also
Did that really make a difference?
That helps. Also,
what makes the difference is the no pickoffs. Yeah.
And that part,
that's
annoying. That's a little annoying, yeah. Speaking of baseball rule changes, though, we also got the announcement earlier today. We're going to get at least some form of robot umpires starting next year.
The coach, the batter, or the catcher can immediately tap the top of their head. That's the signal to get a thing. And if you win the challenge, you keep it. If you lose it, you lose it for the rest of the game.
So it's nothing from the coaching staff. It's pitcher, hitter, or catcher.
Yeah.
The only people that can challenge. There's 2 challenges a game. If they're successful, you keep them.
Yeah.
And then I think you get 1 per inning and extra innings if you're out of them.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this in training or in spring training.
Yeah.
And it feels like if you're not going to go full robot strike zone, full. How the hell do we have that?
One, LG.
If we're not going to go full robot strike zone, this at least kind of introduces some balance of, like, if a guy is just missing, he's not calling the game correctly all night, well, here's your chance to, because in turn, maybe it makes the umpires better.
Bring back Angel Hernandez.
Dude, Angel is the equivalent of Nick Saban retiring from college football right when NIL gets there. He's like, nope, this isn't, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to deal with this crap.
Exactly. I'm done. I'm out.
Joey Crawford, like, the players get a say? I'm not into this.
Absolutely not. No, we're done here.
Yeah, but so another quick stat. Guess who has the most low balls called for strikes in the league?
Wyatt Langford.
No.
Aaron Judge.
Because
he's 6'7".
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was about
Altuve.
It was like 300 and something strikes called that were out of the zone low. The next person closest was like 150 behind.
And it was probably Stanton.
No, it was actually someone else. I totally forgot. There's a name that doesn't ring a bell too much, but I think he had a couple All-Star games. But I think it's just someone who works works the strike zone a lot.
It'll be interesting to see a playoff game be decided by a ball or strike replay at some point in the next few years.
So they did. I forget which program I was watching or listening to. I think it was on AM radio. They're like, I would have rather have seen this rule be just for strike threes or ball fours. And he's like, because it would really suck if it's like, the first pitch of the bat and then you lose it.
But it's on your player or your pitcher to be smart with them.
And it's funny is like because some players are gonna be like, don't ever call because you think everything's out of the zone. And you're wrong.
Scherzer, first pitch of every start, he's going like, nope, challenge that.
Yeah,
nope, absolutely not challenge that. I do like the fact that it's not coming from the dugouts. So hopefully that means it'll be a quick.
Yeah,
you've got to call it.
Why can't it be as fast as tennis? Or even
so
faster.
That's what it's going to be, basically. It's the Hawkeye technology, same kind of deal. Because, again, when we saw it in spring training, it didn't slow the game down a whole lot. And like most things, theoretically, the market will handle itself in a sense where if your pitcher is wasting your challenges,
dude,
that's on him. Like, you save him for strike 3 calls or ball 4 calls.
For a batter at the plate or a pitcher going on like a long inning, it will kill your momentum.
A lot of momentum talk this weekend. There were. How did that momentum work for Nebraska after they caught that Hail Mary at the end of the first half? I'm sure it carried them to I don't think it's a massive victory.
It's not a Hail Mary unless it's at the end of a game. It's just a throw up.
Momentum gained from scoring right before the half, and then they came out and dominated the second half, right?
Well, you pissed off the other team, and it gave them the momentum.
So it's like momentum is just
You're going to chunk up a Hail Mary right before halftime, really?
It's like it's just a narrative device to fit whatever you want it to be, and it might not actually have a whole lot of... Let's talk some college football
Mr.
here.
Quad box.
Because we do... did watch... It was an interesting week of college football. I mean, not... outside of that embarrassing, dude, how about Indiana?
Dude, I didn't see that coming, dude. Like, I literally turned it on in the second quarter, and they were already up by like 30 to like 7 or something like that.
Yeah, no, the score at half was 35-7, 35-10.
Yeah, something ridiculous. And I think it was like 4 minutes left or something. I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be a good game. You know?
It was the only game featuring a top 10 team playing another ranked team, because the other ranked matchups we had were Auburn and OU, and then that Tech Utah game that was a 10 a.m. local kickoff time in Utah because of TV obligations. But Indiana team, it's surprising to me that after what they did last year, going undefeated until the last game of the season, and in making the college football playoff, for them to be the 19th ranked team and Illinois the number 9 team. Clearly, Kurt Cignetti and the Hoosiers that was a lot of bulletin board material, because they did not slow down.
Like, what did Illinois do so great? Like, what did they do?
Right. How is Illinois a top 10 team?
Did they get like 3 5-star recruits or something? Like,
even then, at that point, I don't. These AP rankings have been a little wonky to begin with.
As we see that
so far,
bunch of stuff, Notre Dame down, Clemson down.
You gotta love being Notre Dame, where you can be 0-2 and still ranked. Now, granted,
in the top 20.
I would never attempt to defend Notre Dame whatsoever, but the 2 teams they lost to might end up being playoff teams themselves.
Yeah.
And if you're Notre Dame, you win.
That's what happens when you're not conferenced.
Exactly. And when you choose not to be conferenced.
Yeah, you want these big games, you might go 0-2.
Yeah. Texas, finally showed few signs of life.
Oh, Arch Manning getting all dog on the end zone.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Oh, man, dude. Keep it in your pants, buddy. Like, you got booed at your house last time. like last week. Like,
clearly,
just act like you've been there before.
Clearly, there were some frustrations being taken out on the absolutely.
It wasn't an SEC team or anything.
No, it's actually even worse. It's Sam Houston State.
Yeah.
It's
calm down.
And also, it's a Sam Houston State that lost their head coach after last year. Had the most kids transfer out of a program of any school in. Sam Houston is in a bad way right now. After showing some signs of life last year, they're nowhere near that same. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think there's a line of thinking where you treat every opponent the same. So if you would have done that against Georgia, do it against Sam Houston State, do it against the Aggies, do it against OU. Yeah. Just do it all. And if you want
to be Baker Mayfield, basically,
exactly,
you better do it every game.
Exactly. So I did.
You better show up every game.
That's the other part. So as a UT fan, I was more excited about the fact that he had 5 total touchdowns.
But what did they start doing?
300 passing yards.
What I'd start saying, they'd start letting him run the ball. Like, I guarantee the coaching staff's like, run the ball, man. You don't see that first or second. If you have a hole or you feel the pocket collapsing and you see somewhere where you can get out, just run it. You know what I'm saying? Get some yards. Get some positive yards so we're not 3rd and long all the time.
Yeah, again, I would highly suggest the fact that that Sam Houston State was the defense. That probably helped to get some of that swagger back.
They needed to play them at the beginning of the year.
Well, see, that's Georgia. It's not like they had been playing, outside of the Ohio State game.
Yeah.
It was UTEP and Sam Houston State. Now, I mean it. There's a third game in there I'm missing too, but it's not like they had been playing a tough schedule.
No.
Where Arch was struggling. It was the powerhouse West Coast team, Sam Houston State.
Yeah,
San Jose State.
San Jose State.
So between
what was that Kawhi Leonard zone?
That's San Diego State.
San Diego,
Good God, Speaking of them, did you see what they did to Cal?
Oh, they dog walked him.
Shut him out.
Oh,
after
man.
Cal, Cal.
What's up with Cal, man?
It's Cal.
It's Cal. They're the smart kids.
Half the offensive line was at a protest over Jimmy Kimmel or whatever we're fighting about this week.
No, you're supposed to cancel your YouTube and Hulu and whatever 50,000 things Disney controls.
Again.
Like, you're still going to give them money somehow. Come on, man.
And at the end of the day, somehow I'm agreeing with Ted Cruz on something where he's pointing out the fact that
that was the worst.
We're in the silliest time.
I was like, when I agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ted Cruz on some stuff, I'm just like, dude, I'm the upside down.
It's either signs of massive progress of the sides coexisting.
Show the Epstein list.
Or it's,
exactly.
Yeah.
First Amendment is a good thing. Oh, man, I like what you're saying. Wait, what?
Corey Chase stepmom porn. Oh, Ted, I don't follow you there. I'm sorry. I still wonder. I wonder how much porn Ted is liking these days since Elon got rid of the public likes and he knows he can't be busted.
Yeah, stop following porn stars on X.
It was 9/11, like 6 years ago, where he was liking a bunch of...
Never
forget.
Memory of my 9/11.
Did you watch any of that Oklahoma Auburn game?
I did. First off, that was a touchdown at the beginning of the game. Like, they called that back. Like, that was the interception that went for a
that Hugh
for a
Freeze
tutty.
lost his mind. Yeah.
That was, dude. Oklahoma gets these calls at the beginning of the game. I've seen this with Oklahoma State, and we'll talk about Gundy. I know.
Yeah, we're getting.
But like, I've seen these calls 1,000 times that just kill the momentum in the beginning of the game, and then Oklahoma just skates off and be like, nope, forward progress was already established, so that fumble turnover to a touchdown doesn't count.
Look, you don't have
and
to.
You don't get to go up 14-0.
I've seen the calls you're describing in person at the Cotton Bowl during the Red River Shootout many times.
It's like, oh my God, man, Oklahoma gets all these calls. But
I don't disagree. I think you're right. I think it should have been called. But I can also, because the rules have gotten so fuzzily written now, I can understand how the official would say that's not a catch.
When it gets fuzzy, call on the field.
That's kind of
the call on the field was a touchdown.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let it play, let it go.
And that's what kills me. Is like, that was such a, you could make a case for either one, and I think you could make a better case for the call on the field versus that one, in my opinion. And then, like, yes, I do have some hatred towards some Sooners and Gaylord Stadium, but it's the I stick it to them every time.
Let's celebrate bisexuality day. We're just celebrating.
Hey, Gaylords, do your thing. What you call it. But it just kills me about, like, and they always say the calls go against them. My buddy, who's a huge Sooner fan, the calls always go against us. And I'm like, for decades I've watched this. Look, especially at Bedlam. I was like, you will not get this from us. You get the calls.
They live in a state so bad, they had to pay people to move there. Yeah. And then they were so proud of that they named their college mascot a Sooner.
Yeah.
So look, you don't have to like.
What was that? The far and away thing where you get to like go and get your land with
The people left a day early. They left too soon to market.
Sweet Tom Cruise.
Speaking of OU and the officials, how about the missed call on the?
Oh, the pass interference.
Well, okay, that one. But before the missed call, where they acted like the guy was running off the field, but he stopped to talk to the coach with the the ref right next to him, and it was a trick play, and then he just immediately goes 10 yards, puts his hands up, and catches a touchdown. To the point where the OU offense knew they had punked Auburn so bad that as soon as the lineman snapped it, the tackle put his hands up like touchdown, like we got you. And of course SEC comes out and says no, that should have been taken off. So Auburn fans have some right to feel like they had a touchdown taken off the board, and they had a touchdown against them that should have been taken off the board. It's a 14-point swing in a game that was decided by a touchdown.
And that massive, like, down the field catch like that, he literally, like, pulls him down. He's, like, while in air. Was that the OU game, or am I thinking of something else?
That one I don't remember. No, that was the OU game.
That was OU, that was.
Pass interference.
Yeah, it was like, it would have been like, he would have been at the 2-yard line.
Yep, exactly.
Or if, in the end zone. And he got there, it was on a trick play, and he got there early. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, God, man, how many calls? And my buddy would be like, well, we had 12 flags called on us, and they only had 7. I'm like, well, you still made those penalties too, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they didn't call every one.
I think Oklahoma fans might potentially take the trade-off of, okay, make those calls correct. We lose that game. If it meant their star quarterback, the Washington State transfer, wasn't going to have surgery like he did earlier today.
A mofo.
Yeah, John Mateer, if you missed it, in that game against Auburn, hits his thumb on the helmet in the first quarter of a game. So he's playing the rest of the game with a broken thumb in his throwing hand.
That makes that kind of makes it, almost heroic. But
almost.
You got bailed out by calls.
Okay, this is where, as a UT T-shirt fan, since we are looking at, Texas on a bye this week, and then they play Florida, and then the next game is Red River.
Yeah.
Do I like the fact that Texas now has a better chance of winning that game because they might have the better quarterback now playing in that game? But it was shaking up.
I gotta see Texas play Florida. Like, that's gonna at least. Let's see if Arch still has that. See if Arch still has that dog of Fort Sam into him.
Florida is rolling over and playing dead on Billy Napier right now. They hung with Miami, but ended up.
I love how Michael Irvin's like they're like Matthew McConaughey on the sideline.
You want to talk about Mike Irvin?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got LG. Cue up that Mike Irvin. So. Michael Irvin started a YouTube channel, which apparently is very popular these days.
What happens when you get canceled?
That's right. I forgot the NFL Network. And then it turned out it was
nothing.
It was nothing, and the hotel retracted. Okay. So Mike Irvin, if you remember back during the day before Jerry traded Micah, he was on Michael Irvin's podcast.
He's never going to go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So Michael Irvin, if you're not paying attention to it, I would just suggest, if you're a Cowboy fan, it might be worth spending some of your time to get the full Playmaker podcast experience, because no man...
Tied the game. Anyway, sorry, Yankees.
Oh, my God.
It's 2 outs with the bases low. Oh, you want the scenario? 2 outs.
No, I don't.
Down by 1. Bottom of the ninth.
Mike Irvin is...
Bottom of the ninth.
No man has been able to accelerate and decelerate vocally like Michael Irvin does. He gets real worked up, real hype, then he'll slow it down.
Oh, yeah, that's the preacher in him.
1,000% that Southern Baptist. So
he's like, let me get you all that. Boy, I'm gonna bring you right
exactly.
back down. I'm gonna get you real
So we
good.
had one of those moments on his podcast. This first clip is from the Wednesday episode that he put out, where at this point he knew. You remember Miami's first game of the season? It was Johnson ringing the hurricane siren.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Irvin got to do it this past weekend, and he talked about it on his podcast.
Oh, buddy.
But tomorrow, I head to Miami for that game. The U in Florida are great, and I was not there last week, so I'm about to break that motherfucker. I'm gonna break that siren when I crank it Saturday for that Miami and Florida
for that poor
game.
girl that he's thinking
I'm
of
telling
right there.
you, watch. I'm putting everything I got. I'm gonna crank that thing up. just be ready. I'm cranking it up, locker room. I'll tell y'all about it. But tomorrow.
So
He's such a
he was
character.
letting us know.
He's
Dude,
he's such a good
one of my favorite things about watching that stupid Jerry Jones documentary
was Michael Irvin.
was just so many people younger than me that didn't get the like watching Michael Irvin play football was unlike anything I've experienced as a football fan. Like
he made you watch the post game.
He was literally the playmaker. Like it was all over the top, all energy,
And everybody that played against him when he made that big play, they're just like, oh, only if it wasn't anybody but Michael Irvin, because they're going to have to hear about it.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
the joy that Mike Irvin gave young me watching football was unmatched.
National Bisexual Day.
Well, there you go. Hey, look, if Mike Irvin wants to reach out, I'll take the call.
There's so many things.
So,
or if he wants to reach around.
He was prepared. He was quite prepared to ring that bell, to ring that siren on Saturday. And, of course, in the Miami humidity, he's already sweating.
Oh, yeah.
He's drenched.
He's over there. He's over with the players before the coaches can get to the players celebrating with them.
You nailed it. He's there, McConaughey now, and it's great. It's great for the sport. This is what it looked like when he actually got to that bell Saturday night.
Oh, he's shaking the crap out of that thing.
Dude, he's just, losing his
He put
mind.
all his energy. Dude, he's like living. That thing is. It need to be weighted down a lot more for Mike.
Yeah, you can watch it. It's just shaking. The whole thing is just rattling back and forth as he is absolutely. I was really surprised he didn't end up with just the handle in his hand.
I think he wanted to break it
off.
off.
To raise it up like a gladiator, just raising the head of an opponent in the Coliseum. Yeah, Mike Irvin is an absolute treasure, absolute gem. Elsewhere across college football, I mentioned Miami went on to win that game over Florida. Oregon State is now an absolute afterthought with all of the conference realignments and everything. But we did have Oregon smashed Oregon State. Another rivalry game up in DFW. It was D versus FW, SMU versus TCU, the battle for the Iron Skillet.
FW.
Unfortunately, that looks like that rivalry will be going away for the foreseeable future. TCU wins the last one up there. And then the other game I mentioned, that was really the game I was locked into in that first window Saturday morning. Dude, Tech's good. Tech is good.
They got money.
They got
that oil money, man.
And they're spending it wisely. It's Bailey on the edge is a potential
quarterback wearing
day
number
one
15.
pick. Yeah, Will Hammond ends up coming in for Baron Morton, Eastland's own. He takes a pop, has to come out of the game. Hammond comes in. Look, most of the Tech fans that I have in my life, they weren't too upset about that. I think there's a potentially more faith in Will Hammond's
They got a good
ceiling.
defense for once.
That's the thing. It's early. They're 4-0, and they had knocked the crap out of Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Kent State until Saturday when they actually played ranked Utah in Utah. Which, again,
Utah was
is a
one
conference
of the favorites.
game
Yeah, that
now.
was one of the favorites.
Utah was kind of like Clemson, was a lot of people's kind of dark horse deep playoff run
Yeah,
team.
Big 12 winners. Like, I think they were favored.
You nailed it, though. This is seemingly this appears to be the most complete Tech team of my lifetime. It's always,
it's
the
always
year
air raid offense, but you're giving up 40 points too, so you guys score 48.
exactly.
You know?
And even between the Crabtree catch and the top 5 ranking, then that was still. They needed that Crabtree catch because they couldn't stop Texas's offense.
Oh yeah,
like they've got a defense now
that was like the Sean Elliott keeping your feet out from out of bounds.
Very much so
thing.
to stay in. Yeah, that whole moment. I was lucky enough to be in the stadium, but
you went to that game?
I was, as Steph and I had buddies that were was as we were getting to know each other in college back then. I had buddies that were paying tuition in Lubbock, and actually how I ended up meeting her. But yeah, no, this Tech team feels very, very different.
What's their schedule coming up looking like?
So it's all, Big 12.
Colorado.
Arizona State being probably the biggest challenge remaining. Houston's seemingly decent under Willie Fritz now.
Houston's looking good. They're
with
3-0, right?
Connor Wigman, former A&M quarterback. Yeah, they're undefeated. That game is a night game at Houston coming up. Tech's on a bye week this week.
Walk off.
Nice.
Walk off. I kept it real calm.
Yeah, that was way more.
Go Yankees!
Good Lord, LG. That is gonna spike so hard. Yeah, but no. The Houston game in 2 weeks, the Arizona State game in 5 weeks at Arizona State. I'd say
that's gonna be a tough one.
BYU late in the season. We'll see exactly what BYU's ranked currently, but we'll see.
Has Arizona State lost one? I think they lost one, right?
They ended up coming. They played Baylor this past week. Arizona State has one loss. It's that fluke loss to Mississippi State, where they let the Mississippi State receiver get over the top at the end of the game and won that one late. But yeah, it's with the way. These are Big 12 games now on Tech's schedule. Houston, Arizona State, BYU, UCF. Granted, West Virginia's been there for a minute now, but still, it's
a completely different conference.
It's so unstable, but it also leaves a hell of a power vacuum.
Yeah.
That is left. Last year we saw Arizona State win the conference and then almost beat Texas in the playoffs.
Yeah. Scatterboo.
With the way
Scatterboo.
Texas, with the way UT, A&M, and Tech all potentially look so far this season, I am hoping we get some form of a Tech versus either A&M or UT.
One of the
game.
Conference traders.
Exactly.
Yeah, buddy.
That would be.
And then Big 12 puts it on them, dude. That's why I was like, man, I was hoping Arizona State, even though I'm like, a T-shirt, that's my second team, because my grandma, my nana.
Which one? Arizona State?
No, Texas.
Oh, Texas.
She loved her some Texas. And I still was kind of rooting for Arizona State just a little bit, just because I was like, "Oh, you want to go out of conference, huh? You think it's that simple, huh?"
Well, Brett Yormark, the Big 12 commissioner, was right there with you. He was hoping the Sun Devils could do that.
Yeah. Scatterboo just had such a great Big 12 championship game coming off that one. It was insane.
Yeah, that
he's
run,
becoming a little treasure himself over there in New York.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly what that career. I want to see what that career looks like. If it's more Mike Allstott or if it fizzles out.
Some Peyton Hillis one.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna get a shot now. Tracy's out, but we're moving forward. We're still sticking in. You
want to talk about it?
We're talking about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yesterday was the 18th anniversary of the one and only Mike Gundy speech. I'm a man. I'm 40.
You
come after me. You don't come after him doing everything right.
Might or might not hear that at the end of the program in honor of Gundy.
Oh, we better.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest. That pumped me up. I was walking with my head.
Do you remember the context of it?
Yeah. So what does that What was fat?
That's Gundy saying. That's from that. He says that at one point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
fat.
He benched his starting QB,
Bobby Reed.
Yeah, and he was like basically
Galena Park, North Shore zone.
And one of the writers there said that he just didn't have the will or anything like that. And he's like, this kid's doing everything right. And like secretly in Stillwater, because my granddad was still alive, and we still have a lot of strings at Oklahoma State at that time. Like, he set that, it was a female journalist. He set her up, man. He knew what he was going to do. That wasn't a spontaneous thing.
Oh, of course.
And he already had a conversation with it, and it was already said and done with. And he just did that for national TV and as everybody kind of like started saying like, oh, he's going to get recruits for good. He did it for recruiting purposes as well.
And it absolutely endeared him to a lot of people that had never considered or thought about Oklahoma State football.
Yeah, and like a coach coming to back for you, like you just got every parent is like, now I want my kid to play for that.
Bobby Reed was the biggest quarterback recruit that he had gotten to come to Oklahoma State to that point. Bobby Reed's potential was ended up being a good safety. Converted to safety, ended up being a defensive captain. Yeah. But that was... like, you nailed it. It was defending one of the highest profile recruits that he had been able to bring to Stillwater up until that point.
Yeah. But he got fired.
Yeah. So did you read some of the reporting is suggesting that it was offered to him, announce your resignation today.
He didn't want to go.
Announce your resignation today and then stay and coach, have the send-off season, or you can either do that or we got to fire you.
And that's when he came out and said, I still coach with the same amount of passion as I did when I was 40, and I got a 4-year contract. I plan on playing out this contract.
Yeah, because what is he, 58?
Yeah.
Something like that.
58 exactly, man. And he's like, you got to understand, Oklahoma State was a team. We called it the old poke choke for a reason.
That's correct. Yeah,
we lost all the time, man. In college basketball, where we had our own like Bobby Knight or like Paterno, like where what was his name? What was Ed? Was
Sutton?
Eddie Sutton. Mm-hmm. And we kept
the
our
court is still named after him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And took a couple pills.
And you had Gallagher Iba.
Landed in a ditch. And that was about it for that old man. But, so we kept our coaches. But in the football universe, we were a stepping stone. Jimmy Johnson, Oklahoma State, Miami. Les Miles. Did he go to LSU after us?
I believe that's exactly where he went.
He went to Oklahoma State, then went to, LSU. We were always the stepping stone. And then Gundy comes in, a 4-year starter at quarterback. I think he was like, if there was a ring of honor, it's he's in that for Oklahoma State. And he actually wanted to be there because he could have gone to any of the Power 5 conference, any of the Power 5 schools. He was getting recruited by Ohio State back in the day.
He turned down a lot of jobs.
He turned down, I think, Alabama before Nick Saban was getting run around. His name was getting thrown around as well because of his recruiting style. Because of that, I'm 40. They're like...
And because of the fact that, like you were saying, Oklahoma State football, the 16 years before Gundy was head coach, had 4 winning seasons.
Yeah.
Mike Gundy... in his time there, had 2 losing seasons. Yeah. It was his first one and last year. One.
And he went 18 straight winning seasons. And we were always the thorn in the side of OU and Texas. And we usually beat one of them.
Texas had some bad games in Stillwater.
The one time that we had the shot to go to the Natty was
Hold on. Iowa State beat y'all, right?
Iowa State. I remember. And what happened? The plane crash.
Oh, that's right.
Our women's basketball team.
That's
plane
right.
Crash. Gundy didn't want to play. The players didn't want to play. Iowa State said we don't need to play, but it was the game at night. It was a nighttime game.
I remember.
And they forced them to play. And it became a shootout. And guess who was on that team?
Was that Whedon?
Yeah, Whedon and Blackman, and those two combinations was like up in Oklahoma State lore, and we end up playing Andrew Luck in the like the runner-up game, and we beat Andrew Luck. And that was the year that Alabama and LSU played for the second time, and it was a 13-3 game.
What an ugly one!
It was the Oklahoma State. It was supposed to be Oklahoma State high-powered offense against Alabama or LSU, or it was Alabama shut-down defense. That was the matchup. But because of this Iowa State game, after a tragic loss, that nobody wanted to play, if that happened today in social media and all the keyboard warriors out there, that game would have never been played.
So on Wikipedia, on Oklahoma State football page, they have a claimed national title. That's 1945. And then they have an unclaimed national title, and that's 2011, the year you're 2011.
So we should have went to that game, and we would have ran Alabama. I guarantee we would have ran Alabama. Whedon was 28 years old.
Yeah, that helped.
That was a grown-ass man playing. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly helped.
And Blackman at the time was like, man, he was a monster among children at that. He was going to go against a solid secondary, but you got a grown-ass man throwing the ball, running the team, and who turned out to be a solid, mid-tier to good backup, starter in the NFL. Like,
if
Blackman just couldn't stop smoking weed.
Yeah, that's the problem. If y'all hadn't beat Oklahoma in the last Bedlam game, Gundy would have gotten fired after last, because the timing of it is what strikes me.
We fired every coach. They fired every coach except Gundy.
Exactly. And it was a whole new
I'm
staff.
Talking from the D-line coach to the O-line coach
the
to
nutritionist, strength and conditioning,
the special teams coach.
Everybody.
They cleaned house except for Gundy, which was already a writing on the wall. You can never get us over that hump and whatnot. But be careful what you wish for, Oklahoma State.
That's where I'm.
When are we going to get another guy that's not going to treat us like a stepping stone, that's going to have a 10 win season?
Oh, that's your option.
And then they're going to go to somewhere else.
I don't think your option. Okay, well,
and we're never going to be able to compete with Tech or any of the other people who got that oil money. T-Boone Pickens
y'all gotta have an oil man.
I don't know where he's at.
Somewhere, yeah.
I don't know. T-Boone Pickens didn't give us money until about his deathbed.
Well, there were a lot. Y'all started having some pretty cool looking uniforms there in the late.
We still got some of the best gear in the business.
No question.
Yeah.
Thinking about who takes that role, who takes the head coaching job, or who the candidates are.
Yeah.
The obvious two names to me are two that are within about a 30-mile radius of where we sit right now.
Yeah.
That's Jeff Traylor, who, again, potentially...
That'd be a great hire.
So to fit your ease your concerns, Traylor has shown he doesn't want to move around the country. He's at UTSA.
Build a program to something.
Stillwater's not that far from the East Texas hotbed that he coached in at Gilmer. All of the bulk of.
He's still going to have all his recruits and.
It would make a lot of sense, and it also, I don't think he would be. Oklahoma State wouldn't be a building block to a next step for him.
Nah.
That would be.
That'd be
the
home for
only
a decade
one
or so.
would be something like if y'all something crazy like Texas or A&M.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't be at that point. Those would be about the only two jobs.
But those jobs are always going to have if you have one down year, they're going to be coming through your throat.
1,000%.
And he doesn't want to deal with that
no,
crap.
Not at all. No,
he wants kids that are going to stick around for a while.
I don't want to speak it into existence because I don't want it to happen.
I do.
There's after the way that UTSA game went Saturday up in Fort Collins against Colorado State. Did you see how that ended?
Yeah, didn't we do something stupid?
Colorado State took points off the board. They made the extra point, but UTSA was offsides. So they took the extra point off the board to go for two to win it with like 20 seconds left.
Oh, God.
And UTSA got the stop. But
Isn't that the second game we just made a blunder at the end?
well, this you could argue the blunder is actually what gave them the win. But the trailer being floated as a top candidate makes a whole lot of sense to me for all of those reasons. The more exciting one, also don't want to speak this one into existence because I did pay tuition in San Marcos, GJ Kinney.
Oh, okay.
Any Kenny Saturday. Like it's
Any Kenny Saturday.
I saw some Oklahoma State fan trying to push that already. He has Oklahoma ties.
Yeah.
Randomly, the game that got Gundy fired was the loss to Tulsa.
Yeah.
The first time Tulsa has beaten Oklahoma State since 1951. So why don't you go get the Tulsa record-setting quarterback?
As OU is Oklahoma State's big brother, we were always Tulsa's big brother.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that one, I felt it coming, but, like, after the conference, I saw him where he's like, I'm still thinking. I'm like, okay, they might give him this year.
I was pretty shocked. I was
like, I think they're going to give him this year out of respect. And I think if anybody has the ability to turn it around, it would have been him. You know what I'm saying? Like, only because I've seen it for 18, 19 years. You know what I'm saying? He is proven to win and beat teams that he's not supposed to beat all the time.
How about 2 years ago when they played in the Big 12 championship game? In a season where South Alabama came into Stillwater and beat them by 4 touchdowns early in the season. Yeah. And they're ended, like you're saying,
we ran the table. We go to the Big 12, and we play the Big 12 championship without our star running back, which is who? Chuba Hubbard. So we didn't even have Chuba Hubbard, who's actually doing very well for the Carolina Panthers. We didn't have him for the game, and he was a Heisman finalist that year.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And we were a couple inches away from that one.
I was shocked at the timing of it because when I think of Oklahoma State football, I mean it's Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders, Mike Gundy.
Yeah,
that's the list. That's it. And
then you can go to Des Bryant.
Sure, the receiver. Yeah. There are others. Don't get me wrong, but those are the 3 guys I think of.
Guys.
And you mentioned at the beginning of this, the careful what you wish for, the grass isn't always greener. Look at Virginia Tech after they ran Frank Beamer out of there. Mm-hmm. But Virginia Tech is not a good job. No offense to Oklahoma State, but they're similar on that scale. Like you said, they always were stepping stones until someone like Mike Gundy or Frank Beamer said, no. This is all I want,
and I
want to build this.
Only national attention they got was when they got Vic's, the
Vic brothers,
Michael
and Marcus, And I look at what Virginia Tech has looked like. They're about to go through their 3rd coach since Beamer.
Yeah.
If you don't get this one right, and
I think Trailer, man, he's got to do it.
It's the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
He does have, I think it's like
North Texas. He's got the panhandle.
It's like a $5 or $6 million buyout. So his buyout is significantly more than GJ Kinney. Another name, Eric Morris, North Texas head coach.
Yeah.
He's got North Texas undefeated.
He just wants some. They want someone probably from North Texas.
See, the Kinney or Eric Morris. If I was an Oklahoma State fan, I would fear those guys are taking the job as a stepping stone.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
The Trailer one, because he's older.
They seem like they have way more ambition to go to an SEC school.
Again, not to speak it into existence, but if I was the Oklahoma State AD, that there's one man I would have already had multiple phone and Zoom
Let's get
conversations
Trailer on here.
with.
Let me try to convince him.
Yeah, no, I don't think he doesn't want any part of any of that.
He's like, I'm coaching right now. Don't talk to me about this crap.
Yeah, and also, come the end of the American Conference season, Trailer still might have a better conference record than Eric Morris and UNT. We'll see, how the rest of those years play out. Let's do some NFL talk because
buddy.
We got to talk. We got to talk it. Unfortunately,
You want to go? You want to start it off with this?
We'll go Cal notes first, as we do. Cowboys bruised and beaten, literally.
Who called it?
In a 31-14 loss in Chicago.
This guy.
Yeah, I
love it when y'all get your hopes up.
It's a very typical Cowboys
Diggs'
score line. I mean,
Diggs
it's
was garbage.
so yeah. Well, I'll get to winners and losers.
And
Trust me.
what was my over under on the trick plays? Yeah, that went over.
Yeah, that was over. Now, granted, you know your defense is awful when the worst executed flea flicker
Yeah, that one he tossed it straight up.
still worked stride for stride perfectly.
Caleb had to go back into the pocket to get it.
He ends up throwing the ball like 60 yards flat-footed,
Yeah.
just chunking it because he had to wait so long.
Because he's behind the center.
It's like the Sandlot as he's waiting for the ball to come down.
Yeah.
Just the worst flea flicker I've
buddy.
ever seen. Look, it's not good. We all see
not
that.
good.
I mean, they're giving up 92 points now through 3 games.
And I will say, man, like, yes, you want to get your best playmaker the ball, but not everybody is Debo, especially a skinny little wide receiver like CD Lamb, my first round pick.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll talk fantasy teams here.
Fantasy will come in lightning round. But yeah, you put him under, running back, you put him behind there, and you have him running a sweep, not even a jet sweep.
No, he was running between the tackles.
He's running between the tackles
Yeah,
on the outside, and he gets a 250-pound linebacker rolling up on his ankle. The dude he weighs like 200 soaking wet. He does amazing stuff catching the ball and with the ball on open field against safeties and cornerbacks, but don't have linebackers tackling his ass.
Yeah,
You're not running him across the middle.
Like most things, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I'm not going to blame Shoddy for that injury. Like, I like the idea of being more, because this is the other thing, the offense.
It was at the beginning of the game.
You need to lean heavily on your weapons.
Devontae was looking good.
Well, okay, we're going to talk about him in a second too, because
until the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want my head coach to be gun shy about trying to use my best weapon different ways that the defense might not be ready for. That being said,
just do a wide receiver screen or a jet
sweep or end around or jet sweep or
do a reverse
or a pitch to the far to the wide hash. Like,
do something, but like
having CD run between the tackles
he's no Debo.
That's very, very hard to defend. I like the concept.
You can see Debo's hammies.
Yeah,
and then you can look at CD's hammies.
Not quite.
And Debo's a lot shorter. He's under 6 foot. There's a reason why we ran in between the tackles at the Niners.
Yeah, no, not quite the same. Not quite the same build on CD there.
So how did Dak rate in your little PFF or whatever points?
Well, he was still actually decent. It was just because it was all check down. So I have it. Dak, because the defense is so bad. And first, before we talk offense, defense 0 sacks, 0 takeaways in that game Sunday. They have 1 takeaway through the first 3 games. It's the Donovan Wilson, for whatever reason, Russ Wilson just throwing the ball deep in overtime.
Yeah.
That's the only takeaway they have all season. Add in the fact that there's been a lot of this chatter regarding the defense of the previous 2 defensive coordinators were man heavy. Dan Quinn in charge of multiple drafts where he's selecting guys like Nashawn Wright, who started for the Bears.
Yeah.
He was a third or 4th round pick for the Cowboys when Dan Quinn was here because of his size and his ability to play man. Well, now this under Eberflus, they're only running man 2% of the time.
Yeah, they're doing zone blitzes. They're
not
everything
getting
in the book.
Yeah, so it's
try something else there, buddy.
I think there is some defense of Eberflus to say, the personnel that is here doesn't match his system, but granted, you've got to scheme or do something you got to work around that.
You got to play man with a 2 safety high.
Secondly,
you know what I'm saying? Stop
when
the big
you
plays.
go an entire training camp scheming up the defense to have the attention-grabbing Micah Parsons on one side of the edge, and then a week before the season starts, you trade him, everything you did in training camp is now mute.
Yeah,
You're starting over, literally starting over with an entirely new scheme. That's not good. That doesn't make your coach's life a whole lot easier. So, most things, you can look at the way Jerry
that was
does.
straight sabotage.
You can look at the way Jerry conducts business, and then start with assigning blame there before you start to rightfully assign blame to Eberflus. Because still, you got to be better than that. It is. I mean, we're talking Cowboys' 4th worst start in their franchise history defensively through 3 games.
What was it? Oh, like over 300 yards for Caleb, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and speaking specifically of Caleb Williams, the first game in his 19-game career,
No sacks.
0 sacks.
Yeah.
You want to know how much worse it actually is, though? Because when you hear that, you think, okay, well, how many sacks does he average a game? Is it like
It's like 4.
It's 3.9.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, for his
It's
career,
the most sack quarterback.
this is also counting the game on Sunday, where he had 0. It's still 3.9 sacks a game for his career. And there's one game with a 0 in that column, and that was Sunday. So you go back to
That was at the link.
against
that's
the
Philly.
Soldier Field, which they're about to move into the suburbs. They're leaving Soldier Field.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is the last year, right?
Well,
No.
I think they're closing in on actually like finalizing
Oh, is
the
it like
build.
Project Marvel type
Very
thing?
much is exactly what it is. You go back and you look at that Cowboys-Giants game, and we kind of talked about this after that one, where as a Cowboy fan, I felt better about the loss to Philly than I did the win over the Giants. But specifically,
because it got you all hype and positive.
sure,
because
a win in the NFL feels good. It feels to be a fan. Ask
played the
Browns
Giants,
fans.
man.
Ask Browns
You played
fans
the
how a win
Giants.
for sure.
You let Russell Wilson cook on you.
Even worse than Russ cooking is the fact that the Giants were on their 3rd string tackle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the Cowboys had
they couldn't get
as little pressure as they got against the Giants.
that dude had all the time to throw the
3rd
deep balls.
string
Yeah.
tackle. So it's again, the combination of Ezeraku, Marshawn
The Micah
Nealon,
Parsons trade's a good trade.
James
What are you talking
Houston.
about?
Well, did you see who was having fun on X on Sunday regarding the Micah Parsons trade?
Oh, who?
Let me give you this stat per PFF. Donovan Ezeraku, James Houston, and Marshawn Nealon all had 0% pass rush win rates against the Bears. That tweet was quote tweeted by Terrence Parsons Jr., Micah's brother, and just responded LMFA very long, a long string of O's. So yeah, Terrence Parsons, the whole Parsons family is having fun with this.
They're laughing at that one while they're up in Green Bay and being like, "Damn, I wish I was back in Dallas."
You mentioned Dak. Nothing gets changed. Nothing changes the Cowboys' trajectory on this season if the defense is as bad as it is. Because even, the best secondary in the league wouldn't survive with the lack of pressure the Cowboys are getting.
Yeah.
That's
why you guys go too high safety, man, because they're just getting thrown deep.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
And Diggs just can't. I think he's just not even trying, man.
I think he's coming back from injury too early. He wasn't even expected to be back until week 6.
Oh, really?
Back in training camp was
what
what they
Bland.
were. No, Bland was healthy until he got injured in practice.
I thought he was the one who came back too early.
No, Diggs had the knee injury that he rehabbed away from the team, and which is why Jerry docked him the money. So they weren't actually a lot of the leaning was that he was probably going to start on IR.
That Arasti cost you a bunch of money there.
Bunch of money. So specifically, you mentioned Dak. Dak wasn't good. Dak, but in the ways that Dak wasn't good, it was, the Pickens interception, that ball hit Pickens right in the hand. That's not on Dak.
Yeah.
The interception in the end zone at that point, that's a forced throw because you got to do something. You're trailing, chasing the game. It's still that's not a good.
It was still a bad decision.
Still a bad decision for sure.
It wasn't fourth down.
But the decisions. Oh, I thought it.
Was it fourth?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I thought it was third.
Oh, I think it was fourth.
Oh, fourth. Okay.
I might be wrong on that though. But the decisions.
Check the tape.
That bother me more than either of the interceptions is the 14 targets to Ferguson underneath. When the defense is as bad as it is.
When I got Ferguson on my bench.
And that's rough. You're going to give up 30 points.
Yeah. You
can't be throwing to the tight end on 3rd and 6 on a 4-yard route. Like those are the decisions that were driving me crazy Sunday because the offense just has to know
Pickens would get like 10 targets.
They've got to risk. They've got to go with more risk offensively because the defense isn't going to hold up its end of the bargain.
How many sacks did Dak have? It didn't seem like he was too pressured, but they definitely were throwing him different looks. Yeah,
it felt more from watching it, it just felt more like the back end coverage was, leaving Dak.
Yeah.
But again, I would still say at some point you've got to trust your guys to win one-on-one battles.
Especially
and
Pickens
you've got to take a risk.
He's got one of the best. He's got some of the best hands in the game, man. Some of his catches are still highlight reels.
Yeah, Dak was sacked twice.
So
Dak Prescott sucks.
It wasn't like he was running for his life all game and stuff. They were letting Ferguson open and being like, yeah, if you want to sit there and get 5 yards, we'll give you 5 yards right now.
And I think,
then we're gonna lock that down until you get to 3rd down, and then because you're probably gonna run it on 2nd down, we'll kill that. And now we're not gonna let you have that Jake Ferguson one, especially now that you don't have CD Lamb. We'll double Pickens. We'll put someone on Ferguson.
Losing CD,
it killed it.
That killed a lot of the offensive game plan immediately.
Losing your best offensive weapon, man.
Yeah, let's do some winners and losers real quick before we get into the rest of the league. Winners.
I was like to say I called that, by the way.
Winner, you mentioned Javonte Williams. I love the way he runs. I love
he's getting angry runner. I loved how he pushed that one guy down.
One cut and go.
Yeah.
And I love
on the sideline. He had a nasty little play.
Everything that because if Jaden Blue ever gets active for a game and is the speed complement to Javonte Williams.
Did Miles Sanders give up a fumble?
Yeah,
he might.
I was about to say, I think we're going to get
Miles Sanders might lose some touches.
I think we're going to get some Jaden Blue this coming week against the Packers. But Javonte, winner, because I'm loving what I've seen through 3 games. But loser, another fumble. The play where the guy just rips the ball out of his hands on the long sideline run on the first drive of the game. You want to talk about losing momentum. You're busting a big play on your opening drive, and then all of a sudden, because of that, you're down 2 scores before you ever touch the ball again.
Yeah.
So I got him as a winner because I like it. I like what I'm seeing, but that fumble on the opening drive, you got to fall into the loser. Other winners, we'll do the winners quickly because it's a short list.
Micah's winner.
Granted, they lose to the Browns. But
they didn't
Micah and his brother can laugh all they want about the Cowboys' inability to get pressure. And also, winner Micah in a sense that losing that game in Cleveland, or that game to Cleveland, that's the worst thing that could have happened to the Cowboys because now the Packers are coming in Sunday Night Football. They were already.
Next week.
That's correct, Bubba. Buddy. They were already motivated for Micah's return to Dallas. Now they're
Sunday Night Football. football's gonna be lit.
Double, is it? I mean, is a
be
blowout,
lit.
is a boring blowout game lit, or is that just
kind of fun, man?
Yeah, I'm sure.
CD's gonna miss 3 to 4 weeks.
So yeah, we should say that. So
That's a loser.
other losers are the injuries. CD out. They haven't said if he's going to go on IR. They're hoping it's only a game or two. But then the other big injury, Tyler Booker. He's out for a month. So now, he's been looking great as most recent first round pick.
Yeah.
Tyler Guyton struggling as a year 2 guy, former first round pick. Tyler Booker stepping right in, looks like an NFL starter year 1.
Pressure's going to be back.
And just to make matters worse, they already lost Cooper Beebe, the center. Now lose right guard Tyler Booker. So you've got 2 backups now on the interior.
That kills your run game.
Also, let's add in the fact that Terrence Steele is borderline unplayable himself at right tackle. So your whole right side of the line is now a massive, massive, massive liability.
You better start learning to roll out to your left there, Dak.
Yeah. Don't even think about that right side. Last winter, DoorDash. Did you see this story?
No, what was it?
This is where we're at. The Cowboys are so frustrating already. We're doing fluff pieces from Cowboys reporters. So Joe Hoyt, Dallas Cowboy beat writer, he put a tweet out there, didn't think anything of it. He had taken he had gotten DoorDash delivered to a team hotel, wherever they were staying at in Chicago, right? So the guy shows up, and I guess this was actually from last week. It was from opening week when they were in Philly. And so the DoorDash guy shows up, delivers the food. They get to talking, and turns out they talk NFL. And the DoorDash delivery driver says, "Oh, I've never been to an NFL game. Like someday I'd like to go." And so Joe Hoyt just tweets that out, doesn't think anything of it. DoorDash ends up like corporations will do, where instead of paying
get some marketing here,
instead of actually paying employees living wages, let's just get the public on our side with good PR and marketing.
Hey.
So they reach out to the guy. It's a great story. The guy ends up
that's a business, buddy.
DoorDash. That's 1,000%. We're read some Chomsky. Consent is being manufactured as we speak all around you. So DoorDash ends up giving the kid tickets to this is where we're at with Cowboy football. Those are your 3 winners: Micah, Javonte Williams, and DoorDash. You want some losers before we move on? How about
all the defense?
Helmets. Hooker and Pickens chunked their helmets during the game on the sideline. That's always what you want to see. Obviously, Pickens got to be a loser for
doing the best
interception,
Travis Kelce impression
bouncing right off of his hands. I mentioned the triumphant of Ezraku, Nealand, and Houston having 0 pressures. We mentioned Eberflus, where, look, dude, I understand the position you're in is a very lose-lose.
Yeah.
And for all the reasons, and I agree with you, but it's just got to be better than that. It's just got to be better. And then you mentioned Diggs. Lastly, the way he got beat on that first touchdown he gave up.
Yeah.
I mean, just if you're not healthy,
seemed like he was jumping around.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. He
he
jammed with the wrong arm. So he jammed where then he had to turn around.
That's right.
Inside to catch up to the guy.
Yeah.
Just terrible technique. So
that's day one.
If you're playing through injury,
like you hold the ball with the hand outside to the sideline.
Very simple. But like that to me that's a combination of you got to say coaching on some level, and you got to say player on most of the levels. So,
I don't think Diggs' head's in it.
So that's the other thing. Diggs' best friend is Micah.
Yeah.
I jokingly said Diggs will be on the Packers next season.
If the Packers want him.
If he takes a vet minimum, maybe. Yeah, and then the Packers would probably say, no, we want to keep Micah as secluded and separate from all of the Cowboy baggage. Yeah, who on the Ezraku, second-round pick from this most recent draft. He's obviously playing for his future with the team. Nealand, former a second-round pick himself in year 2, playing for his future. Who else you got? Who else you got on that defense that is invested in the long term?
I don't see anybody, man.
Overshone is injured. He's not back yet.
No.
The rest of your defensive starters outside of Bland, who's injured.
Those 2 picks you got. Oh, and guess who went out? The awesome trade that you did with Micah.
Kenny Clark?
Kenny Clark went out.
Yeah, he did jog off and
did he come back in?
Yeah, he did
came
get
back
back
in.
in.
I didn't see why.
But that was the first thing I said when I said, "Oh, great, yeah, of course," because now Kenny Clark is injured. You look at guys like Kenneth Murray or Solomon Thomas or, hell, even Donovan Wilson, who's in the last year of a deal, who's 30 years old.
Solomon Thomas drafted by the Niners.
Coppell's own DFW kid to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at these veterans that are 27 to 30 on one-year deals, what's the investment level emotionally to try to get better or to stay locked in? Besides just they're professionals, they should be. Okay, sure, I agree with you, but that's just not how the world works. Like, you sound like an idealistic college student trying to explain, well, actually, this is like, no. These dudes are human, and they see the writing. They see that this thing is not going to get better anytime soon.
I still think Jerry's trying to make that one last move. I know, like I said, he's going to tank for Arch for 2 years, and he wants that one last quarterback and feels like that will be the piece. That will be everything. And then I'll be able to win that Super Bowl look at Jimmy and be like, this was my team.
Well, I'm telling you, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, whoever you want to put back there in their prime is not winning with what's around
Josh Allen,
what's on the defensive side of the ball right now. And then, yes, lastly, you want to guess the line on that that Cowboys-Packers game?
At Cowboys.
Sunday Night Football.
I'm going to say 6.5.
I think you nailed it on. Yep, nailed it. It opened.
I am a golden god.
Opened at 6.5 and currently still sits at 6.5.
Yeah.
How is it less than a touchdown? Because the Packers lost to the Browns. That's the only reason that number is not.
I think I've seen a 10.5 one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they destroyed the Cleveland Browns, that would be a 10.5 line.
It would easily be 9, 8.5, 9. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Let's jump. You want to jump into the rest of the league here for?
Well, let's go with my Niners.
Start us off. What an ugly game.
An ugly game. Mac Jones, man, that dude's knee was holding on by a thread by halftime. Then he comes out, and I'm thinking we're going to see the backup and this kid Martinez. And, oh, no, we're just going to throw a brace on him. Get out there, Mac. And he does decent, but that last drive was immaculate by Mac Jones. And I swear he conducted the 2-minute offense like a seasoned pro. But once again, just like the Niners, we gonna lose somebody, and we lost Nick Bosa for the year.
Yeah, that's a pretty big one there, Bo.
That is a hurtful one. But we are 3-0, 2-0 in the division.
Yeah, but you would trade the loss to the Cardinals to have Bosa.
Oh yeah, Bosa. Let me give you a.
How about giving the thumbs down to the fan?
Oh yeah,
while he's on. He knew,
and it's because he had the ACL tear on his other knee. So
okay, I was going to ask you. Which,
so that wasn't.
It was the same knee.
Different knee.
And that's been like 4 years now?
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
And so Nick Bosa in the first two, you like your PFF rate, your highest edge rusher NFL according to Edge Impact metric. Nick Bosa was at a 99.9.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and now he's gone. He's gone for the year. Bye-bye, Nick Bosa. Hope you come back stronger than ever. And that man was ready to be an animal this year. I've heard some interesting things of we might be in the market for a trade of one Hendrickson out of Cincy
It feels like
who was on a 1-year deal.
it feels like if any team, especially as the Bengals aren't going to have Burrow for the next
Bengals, every time you say Bengals,
2.5 months,
kill me, dog.
the Bing Crosby Bengals.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see the Niners
Yeah.
making a big swing to try to replace that because you've got a team.
McCaffrey's healthy. Purdy's
Right.
coming back. I mean, we're about to get a really deep receiving core in the next 2 weeks. Ayuk's coming off of the PUP list. Juwan Jennings, he didn't play because he was injured. He's coming back. And then I hear who else is on the trade block is DJ Moore out of Chicago. And I
guess y'all need some receivers, some
we just getting injured. We just need to be deeper. But we have Crowning. We have a bunch of rooks coming up that are looking good. We have MVS. Ricky Pearsall is looking like a stud. I think he is top 10 wideout in yards and receptions for the first 3 games. So this kid, Shotgun Ricky, he's looking good, man. And he had, swap out Purdy and Mac Jones. He had, connections with both of them. So he's averaging more yards per catch in the air than any other receiver right now. So
Damn.
Yeah, so he's getting chunk plays. He's getting 20-yarders. He's getting 30-yarders.
You know what?
And he had one amazing catch over his shoulder, tight coverage, hits him in the helmet, and just Mac Jones just puts it on him and he catches it. Beautiful. For 43 yards. It's amazing.
You want to know what team's given up the most chunk play touchdowns, 25 yards or more?
Who?
That's Dallas. That's the Cowboys.
That was Russell cooking on
that. Was another. That was another fun fact I had
Yeah.
from you. How old is Bosa?
Bosa, he's coming up on his first contract. He was 22, 21 when he came in the league, right out of Ohio State.
5. So he's got to be 27, 28.
We gave him his contract on the 5th year.
Right.
And that was a 4-year deal.
So
he's coming up on his second contract.
guess
so
I'm sitting
28,
in front of a computer.
Yeah, 28 years old. I'm going to call it 27, 28 years old.
I was looking at because McCaffrey is
30.
Yeah. So you're thinking about a team potentially built to win
yeah,
now.
Another
Purdy's
game
got
where we got to give him 30-plus touches. That's unsustainable.
Bosa turns 28 in October.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking at the the Niners cap situation and knowing that you've got Purdy on big money, knowing you've got McCaffrey approaching over 30.
Mikal Williams is looking like a beast. He looking like a first-round pick.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely holding hopes in a good way that a big move is coming.
Yeah.
Because you've got to, especially when the way they have, you can't say they're 3-0, but they've done it with Mac Jones in 2 games. Yeah. They've squeaked by the Cards now, handled the Saints, but it wasn't like it was it was still a game in question.
We gave up a touchdown late.
Exactly. Yeah, but
we handled that one, and it's just every game we're dealing with an injury. That's
why I hate. It's why I hate the NFL. I know, I get it. These dudes, it's car crashes every play, but just as a fan of the league, knowing
y'all
you have to
look at y'all waivers wire this weekend, tonight.
Mentally prepare yourself that you're going to see a guy play a game and a half, and then he's not back till next year.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Najee Harris, John Connor,
Oh, the Connor. That was in that game. Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah.
The ankle injury.
Yeah, so that killed some of my fantasy momentum as well because I love me some. And they were calling him before? Oh, Concrete Connor. Blah 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 blah, hyping him up. And I'm like,
indestructible.
I was like, y'all putting the curse on this man, and then all of a sudden, boom, goes down with a broken ankle. And I didn't see the snap, but I figured it snapped, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was catastrophic injury. So last week,
30 years old.
In our picks, we both had San Fran -2.5. So
And what I say,
Both of us missed that one.
the only way we lose that game is if we do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We get a holding in the
end zone to get a safety.
You know, we give up pass interference there. Like, I mean, Upton Stout is getting cooked. And, you know, he's trying his best, man. But like they're targeting him, obviously, because I've seen more Upton Stout than I've ever wanted to in the past 3 games.
Yeah, that's never that's about how I feel about Kyer Elam right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's like I don't want to see this man no more.
Again, another one of these Cowboys veterans on a 1-year deal. Just move on.
Yeah, but this
raid
guy,
people's practice squads.
He's a second-year man.
Yeah,
so,
I know. Y'all have more invested there. I should mention, obviously, you had.
But the winner is Pinero.
Yeah, getting that game-winning
kick.
After replacing
Moody.
Yeah, Jake Moody.
Yep.
So you picked Bears plus 1.5. You got that one right. We both got San Fran wrong. The rest of the games that we picked last week, I went Eagles minus 3.5.
You know I should have won that one.
1,000%. But the big boy, we had a fat man touchdown.
With 0 seconds left.
Yeah.
God.
When all he needed just fall down. Don't risk fumbling the ball.
That man ain't falling down.
No, hell no, he's not.
Like, I never. And it was good because he was the one who blocked it.
And that's why it was
just
I was
like
insane.
Run,
individual.
big man, run.
And on top of that
was a fluke. That should have been. I should have been 4-1. This.
The way it moved the way
5-0.
The way it moved money around in Vegas. It's always fun when it's a crazy last-second play that changes the line like that.
Oh, yeah.
I should say I saw this fact as well. So this week across the league, there were 7 games decided by a game-winning score in the final 3 minutes of the game.
Wow, the witching hour was
witching the hell out of the hour. That is tied for the most in a single week since the merger, since 1970. So it wasn't just that it felt like a lot.
It was because it was game winner kicks.
Correct.
So
and
it's changing.
Game winning.
I've seen
touchdowns.
I think it wasn't not this year, but last year. I think it was like a whole octo box was decided by one scores, and that was never happened before. Like the whole morning's games were decided
all
by
boom.
Yeah, we're all great games.
Yeah, I'll take the win on that Eagles one, but yeah, that should have absolutely. But I'm one of the millions that were affected by that betting line.
Yeah.
We both took Lions plus 4.5.
And what I'd say?
Specifically, it looks like Aiden Hutchinson is about to round back into shape and is about to break out.
It was a primetime game. He wanted to make a statement.
Game-winning play.
He circled that calendar. What was it? A strip fumble?
Yep.
Strip fumble on Derrick Henry. Third fumble in 3 games.
Poked the ball right out of his hand.
You want to know how many fumbles he had all of last year?
Probably 3.
3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's like, does Derrick Henry have a fumbling problem? No, that man is secure. But he's been, I don't know, man. Andrews finally had a breakout. And Henry had a great game. Lamar, he was twinkle toes in it back there, but I think the Lions just were hungrier, man.
Seven sacks on Lamar. That Lions defense gets to him 7 times.
There was so many times he could have thrown it away or done something, and that pocket just collapsed on him.
Yeah, it seemed like things were moving faster than they had been at any point this year for Lamar back there in the pocket. Also, a huge game from David Montgomery. He went for 150-something yards, couple touchdowns.
That selfish man should have knelt the ball right before the goal line.
Yeah, that also,
That decided 2 fantasy games.
That changed. Oh, yeah.
In this league, I'll talk about it during lightning round, and another one in another league.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, you selfish little butt.
Great football game, but even better, the set of balls on Dan Campbell on that 4th down call where
a floater to St. Brown.
We need to start giving Jared Goff the credit he's fully deserved. Like we need to talk about Jared Goff the same way we talk about Baker, the former first overall pick reclamation project kind
After
of
I
guy.
saw his wife,
Well, that
I got
does
his
it.
back.
Yeah, that
I
will
got
help.
that man's back.
That helps too.
He is in my Hall of Fame right now.
But the fact that the Rams very publicly said
He's washed.
not only like they were very public in
They blamed him for the Super Bowl
we can
loss.
never win a Super Bowl with this guy.
Yeah.
We have to go get Matt Stafford. And now, I mean, granted, he hasn't done that yet, but doing what he's doing with Dan up
And
there
if it
in
wasn't
Detroit.
for Tart from San Francisco dropping a belly interception, they would have never went to the Super Bowl the year they sold. Like they bet everything on it.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's fun.
Like
you tend
he
to
was
forget.
like this, and it goes right through his hands.
Yeah.
And we would have never been talking about Matthew Stafford getting a ring. I'm not saying Sam Fran would have won that, but I think we would have beat the Bengals. We had a better pass rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now this is like you can't extrapolate
No,
out.
I'm
what
gonna extrapolate all I want, man. I'm gonna extrapolate all I want.
You would on
Porn star
bisexuality day.
Porn star Jimmy would have got his ring.
You're gonna be strapping everything you want.
Strapping.
Only other game.
Any dildos being thrown on the field this?
We had the one in Cincy last week. The green goblin made a return appearance. The last game we picked from this week.
This was Steph's pick, right?
This was the one Steph picked a number 1 through. There's 16 games on the schedule. Had her pick a number 1 through 16. She randomly picked the number that correlated to Colts Titans. Oh. Someone break up the effing Colts because, another reclamation quarterback that.
Danny Dimes.
I mean, granted, he's a long way
his
from
eyes get me. I saw him on the Manning cast. They're just so close together.
Close.
It looks like they're cross-eyed.
He's got
just like
Joey Gallo face. He's not in the company of Goff or Mayfield yet, but
no.
I know. I know.
It's been 3 games.
But the reclamation in those 3 games.
He's already broken some of Indianapolis records as a quarterback. Like, he's the only quarterback to have, 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and over 3 games.
Yeah, the spread on that game was Colts minus 4.5. They won by 21. Yeah. So, if we're keeping tabs like we are,
and it wasn't even Danny Dimes' show. It was
Jonathan Taylor, who I think you might mention in
Mr. Second Round Steal out there in fantasy
when
land.
we get to my fantasy team.
Oh, do you have Jonathan Taylor?
Unless is that no? I should probably look. I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, so you won 3 out of the 5 last week. I won 2 out of the 5. So you were 1 up on me.
Should call it 4 out of the 5, or even 5 out of the 5.
That's not how math works.
Yeah,
though.
I don't like lines.
Our weekly columns here: contenders, playoffs, fringe, and ass.
Okay.
We'll burn through these quick so we can get to the lightning round. Bills beat the Dolphins. That was last Thursday as we were doing the show Thursday night. We mentioned Packers losing to the Browns. The Browns defense is giving up like 202 yards a game.
Dude, Myles Garrett is probably it's between Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, Nick Bosa, and TJ Watt. This is a century. This is like a decade.
I feel like there's one more.
They're like an all-decade defensive end.
Hutchinson. If he's
coming
back
healthy. He's the up-and-comer. Him and Crosby.
He's the new Bosa.
Yeah, him and Crosby can be the
minus
new
the
generation.
MAGA hat.
Yeah. But it's, Myles Garrett.
I don't know. I bet Hutchinson probably. We're probably fighting on the same team.
He's probably he's from Michigan.
He's a Michigan kid, yeah. Packers losing 13-10. That's bad news for Cowboys because that's an even more highly motivated Packers team traveling
of y'all
to Dallas.
elimination leagues did everybody pick the Green Bay on?
So it was interesting.
What do they call them, suicide leagues or
survival? Yeah, the survivor leagues. I think you could argue that loss knocked a lot of people out.
Yeah.
And then there was one more. The Panthers spanking the Falcons 30-0. Not that a lot of people were picking, but you got to pick. You can't pick every team twice. So if you look on your schedule
The
and you say,
the wide receivers coach got canned.
yeah, he sure did, didn't he? You look and you say, well, maybe I can get by with the Falcons this week. They're playing the Panthers. If you were dumb enough to try to do that with the Cowboys, you deserve to be eliminated from the pool. But, that Browns-Packers definitely was the biggest upset of the weekend. The rest of the contenders column here, we talked Eagles-Rams. Chiefs finally get their first win on Sunday night. It didn't look good. It didn't look good at all, but you know who else?
Travis Kelce finally catches some balls.
You know who else? Also bumping into Andy Reid on the sideline in a shouting match.
Dude, like, I don't know if I sent you that cut of anger management of Travis Kelce. That man blows his top. Watch out, Taylor, because he might get angry.
Well, he's a tight end for a reason. There's some aggression there.
He's got some pucker up in that butt.
But thinking about the fact that the Chiefs have had their issues through 3 games and they still held the Giants to only 9 points, and Russ played so bad that the Giants have now made the switch to Jackson Dart. Yeah. But that's the same Russ who threw for 450 yards against Dallas.
Yeah, exactly.
and the Chiefs win that game 22-9. Yes. We mentioned Lions-Ravens from last night. Then playoff column here. Bucks squeak one out against the Jets. They end up winning that one 29-27.
I think Baker has the best rating out of all the QBs right now.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wasn't as efficient of a game against the Jets Sunday, but they get the job done. Did you see Aaron Glenn's celebration down the sideline as he's dancing after the Jets had the big play? The Bucks end up coming back to win that.
Yeah.
Commanders 41. Raiders 24. Commanders playing without Jalen Daniels.
Marcus Mariota.
Is Mariota the best backup in the league right now, if you were thinking off the top of your head?
I'm not really thinking about too many backups.
I think.
What about Mac Jones? He got 2 skins on the wall.
Yeah, he's got a couple. And Mariota's been backup now for multiple years. I guess Mac is just now. But I feel like we're missing that, like, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Or the.
Well, that's Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but
why? Like, I love him starting Jackson Dart, but like, if you want to keep Jackson there, why won't you just start Jameis Winston? Like, let him go to another team and play. You know, they need to trade him to the Bengals.
That's what I was going to say. I was literally
the Bengals. The Bengals need to call up New York and get him some Jameis, because he's going to eat some W's with Chase and Higgins. You know what I'm saying? He's hungry.
Well, he ate a little too soon last week in Dallas as he's licking teammates' fingers on Celebrate Bisexuality Day.
Hey.
Chargers 23, Broncos 20. How much faith do we have in the Chargers? Are we to the point where the Chargers are leaving the playoff column and sliding into the contenders column?
I think so. I think first off, they're undefeated.
Yep.
And
with wins over the Chiefs, Broncos.
Divisions.
And
so they're 2-0 in the division.
Who's the other one they beat? It's another good win, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Raiders. That's
Raiders,
not as good of a win.
But that's usually a good game between the Chargers.
Division. Yeah.
So, wait, did they play 3 division games in a row?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's amazing.
It's a weird schedule this year.
Yeah, so they're 3-0 in the division. They got to be in the contenders, almost playoffs. I mean, you're 3-0. You're halfway through your division games.
Yeah, your slate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Broncos, how much?
Their defense showed back up.
It did.
It stepped up, but it wasn't enough. Bo Nix looks like that shine is wearing off on him a little bit.
Kind of looks like some other sophomore year 2 quarterbacks.
Sophomore slumping it. RJ Harvey, God, man. I thought it was going to be a run heavy. This rookie was going to be Omarion Hampton, which we're going to see a bunch more of him because of Najee Harris going down. Good job to fantasy players. I didn't get him in any of my leagues. You know,
got to be quicker than that.
I was counting on Harvey, but yeah, he's just. I mean, I got to give it to Jim Harbaugh, dude. He knows how to get the best out of his quarterbacks. Great game manager. You know, gets his defense he's always had a stellar defense wherever he goes. And he's a run-first player. And now he's going to have this rook carrying the team, which I think is a better person than Najee. You know, Najee was not – he played every game for 5 years.
Yeah, that's a lot for a running back.
And then blows out his Achilles on a – he blew it out on a – whatchamacallit, like when he was just going up to run to –
Yeah, non-contact.
Yeah.
Harbaugh's ability to instill toughness in his football teams is such an underrated – it's one of those facts, one of those stats that there's no way to quantify it, but it's like the stat I always hear, I love it, even though it's your team, the Niners, the record of teams for the 3 weeks after they have to play San Francisco, and you look at not just their win-loss record, but the amount of injuries that start piling up. Like, you just get physically beaten down by certain teams in this league.
2 years ago.
And it looks like Harbaugh is
no team won.
Developing that out there.
No team won after we played.
Right, exactly.
Like, their next game was a loss.
That is such an underrated statistic.
Yeah, like they blew their load on Bisexual National Day.
We had almost gone a full 2 hours without breaking the rule again.
How was that a row? Their load of energy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure Brendan Carr will agree that's exactly what you meant by that. Fringe teams. Oh, also I had Niners cards.
Yeah.
Niners a solid playoff team. We're about to move them over to contender if they make some trades to shore up the injuries and get Purdy back.
Yeah.
We talked Colts beat Titans. The Indiana Jones legacy continues to grow in Indy.
The adventure continues, man.
Bengals look like they're about to start offloading some guys if this continues. Vikings absolutely beat them 48-10.
Lonnie, you are smoking crack, bro.
Vikings, I love the random.
Cowboys 10-7, he says.
Lonnie, I love you, brother. Stay strong for all of us, because 7-10 is a dream now.
He's eating that Arizona Mexican food
from where I'm sitting.
That Arizona Mexican food make you go crazy.
That sounds more like Minnesota Mexican food, if you're asking me. Vikings win that one 48-10. I'm curious. The Vikings, obviously now Carson Wentz playing with JJ out. They still have a great defense. They still have weapons.
Get Addison back this week.
They're in
How long is
column.
JJ out? Like about 2 more weeks?
It depends. Yeah, it could be one more game. It could be 3. And their bye week is coming up here as well.
They got early bye week. Okay.
Exactly. So,
so I mean, they're not going to be able to double JJ like they've been doing. Not JJ, but Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, JJ. Yeah,
the other JJ, the more talented JJ. So they're going to have to cover Addison, and so that's going to leave some single coverage on both of them. Or Hawkinson's, or not Hawkinson, who's their – Hawkinson's going to eat. Or, Aaron Jones Sr. come back, and he's going to – it's Jordan Mason's show right now, which he had a stellar game. Mm-hmm. I told y'all, Mason's serious,
100 plus
I was
and a couple touchdowns.
I was not happy when I saw him leave the Niners.
And that's where, right now, if you're looking at NFC teams, who do you like better, the Commanders or the Vikings?
With Jaden Daniels, I got to go with Jaden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
that's just, we're splitting hairs.
Exactly. So, I think the Vikings are still solidly – they might be moving back into the playoff column.
I think they're going to be. I think they'll be wild card.
I kind of, after seeing more of how they're going to play without JJ. Granted, Bengals are already feeling sorry for themselves with the Burrow injury. Steelers beat the Pats by a touchdown, 21-14. Steelers are always in the fringe column. They're always that last wild card team.
What do they get? They need a quarterback, man. Like,
what do you mean? They got Ayahuasca Aaron. Yeah, they'll be fine. Dude, are we officially? You start 0-3.
Yeah.
The panic button has to at least be.
Only one team has gone to the playoffs after an 0-3 start.
And I will say again, a team I don't like to defend.
They've gone to the Super Bowl.
Full Super Bowl run. A team I don't like to defend, but I'm not ready to call the season on yet. or much less the career of C.J. Stroud. Texans are 0-3. They lose in Jacksonville 17-10.
D'Amico, we don't have a spot for defensive coordinator. Come on, man.
Yeah, you've got to save your job.
You got to save your job, bro. Like, come on, Deco. Like, you're dealing with injuries, but that was the night. It's next man up. Next man up. Get Stroud protected. Start moving. Get some motion in there. Have him do some rollouts. Quit letting him stand back there and get wrecked.
Again, that offensive line, I don't see how they didn't do more to address that in the offseason.
But you're going to get Joe Mixon back in not this game, but next game, hopefully.
You're also eventually going to see New York Daniel Jones versus Indiana Jones that you've seen through. I think that division balances itself out. I think the Texans,
man, that Indiana Jones, man, that adventure might go as long as Harrison Ford does.
I think eventually we're gonna get the bad remake with Shia LaBeouf, whatever that one was called.
Danny Dimes,
the Crystal Skulls.
Danny Dimes would show you one good game. And then be a run of bad games.
Yeah, he had the moments.
Now he's going 3 straight good games. Indiana Jones, this is more than a trilogy. This is going to be, it might be a franchise.
I would just suggest.
It might be a franchise.
If you're a Texans fan looking at that 0-3 record,
just
know the team leading your division right now is being led by Daniel Jones. So there's still a lot of football to be played.
Stephon Diggs letting them go seems a little preemptive in my book right now.
Seahawks spanked the Saints 44-13. That's the last of the fringe. Seattle, I don't know what to make of them yet.
Their defense is real.
Exactly. And what's his name?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold is at least,
Jackson.
Whoa, what the hell was that? Is that the
Jackson?
And Jigba.
Jigba.
Smith and Jigba.
There we go. Okay, there we go. That guy is for real, man.
Yeah, he's becoming an absolute stud.
He's coming to stud.
And then the ass column mentioned Panthers blink the Falcons 30-0, and your beloved Cowboys fall to the Bears 31-14.
Yep.
Week 3 is in the books. We'll make our picks for week 4 on the Thursday night show. But before we get out of here, let's close it out with some lightning round. Starting off, we had the Ballon. If I say Ballon d'Or, what does that mean to you?
I had to look that up, and I was still thinking, is this cycling?
So you do look at the run sheet. Okay.
No, I saw it on ESPN.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I don't
dang it.
look at that damn sheet, dude.
Then why do I
like
still
to keep it
send
fresh because I want these hot takes.
All right, LG,
to be fresh with
from
me.
now on. That makes them. It really.
So I can say it off the top of my dome.
No, I think all of us would agree that helps the product.
Yeah.
Just, keep it fresh. Yeah, instead of prepping or looking over, keep it fresh. No, PSG's Dembele, Usman Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or. It's like the Heisman for soccer players.
So it's
or the MVP. It's the best player in the world.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. So it was freaking Argentina's own.
Yeah, Messi won it a lot. Ronaldo won it a lot. PSG last year was just so dominant, winning every competition.
Yeah, I didn't know any of the big players.
It was going to be a PSG guy, and he's the top of that list for them.
Only time I start learning the real good players is during World Cup. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
Get ready for it. Coming up next summer.
So what team does he play? What country does he play for?
He is French. Yeah, he is French.
The French team gonna be bad again.
Playing for the.
They always got good players, man.
Yeah, it's almost like they really care about this sport.
those French.
It's almost like
F words.
Dembele would be an amazing. He's like CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Like build wise and speed compares. Like he would be an awesome receiver.
Oh wow!
But he's playing soccer.
So he's in there. He's got the height to get the headers.
Yeah.
And then he's got the speed.
Yeah,
and
he's got a wicked touch with his crossing ability. He's pretty nasty.
The girl, where is she from? What was her third win in a row? You didn't see that part?
I believe my sexism is showing.
You son of a...
Next one.
Oh, hit me, LG. It's bisexual day. Come on, man. All right, man.
I think she's Spanish. I'm going to go with
She's
that.
Spanish?
Yeah,
Okay,
because they've
so
been really good lately.
She did a record-breaking third win of that in a row. We're going to do a little fantasy football recap for the Sports Cave Live Fantasy Football League. And what is up on – they keep on putting ads on this crap. Well, let's go with the first one, as always, because I'm selfish. My team took a shit.
Whoa!
Took a
Whoa!
shit.
What?
I had CD Lamb.
That'll do it.
And I damn near pulled that out. And this is why I call that run by one Montgomery selfish, is because I lost by 1.5 points exactly.
Oh,
because
no.
Lamar Jackson got a garbage touchdown TD at the end of the game. So where Irvin, which me and him had a special week together arguing, me with paragraphs that might come up later on the lightning round. He beats me by 1.5 points. Then we're gonna go through the league matchups.
Did I win?
We're gonna see. We got the new number one taking over, the wild card, Lonnie. Mr. 10-7 Cowboys, crap. Beating Eli's Ubers, still in the 0-3 column. Eli, you got to start making moves. Send out some trades. James Gang loses again. 0-3, same thing. Make some trades. Who wins that one? Puma's posse.
Hey!
Puma takes the number 2 spot. King Henry, Ivan takes the number 3. I take the number 4. I lose my number 1. AI Overlords, the AI does not win this week. And I'm sorry for that, but the Brickashaw Ferguson beats them 110-85. Adolph Oliver Bush cleaned the plate with a 123-79 victory over
I see what you did there.
over Sergio Papaya SC. And then we got Team Momentumers with a momentum stop by Tulsa State Fair Skyride 126-98. It's a very tight league. So just remember, check your waivers. A lot of people went down. A lot of backups out there. There's some gold. This is why you want to save your waivers. I am a king at this.
So Zeb was teaching me a little bit of that because we were discussing some strategy.
We're discussing strategy.
Well, I was throwing out some Jerry Jones level trade ideas and waiver pickup, and he was kindly explaining to me exactly how waivers work and potentially. So because we did dip in a little bit this past week, I know he was making some moves, but we're getting to the point where it's about to be time for the absolute wheels off trade. About 5 weeks into the season that I'm going to propose. So you 0-3 teams.
You're 3-0, dude. Like you kind of want to like wait. You don't want.
Oh no! You know who doesn't wait? A wildcatter.
A wild Puma does not wait.
An oilman searching for that next glory hole. He's not waiting.
I'm a gambler.
He's not waiting for anything. Hit me, LG. We're going to talk more Thursday about the Ryder Cup, but it does tee off Friday morning. Up at Bethpage.
Get
Black.
your USA chance coming. USA.
Ironically enough, you can start watching at 6 a.m. on USA Network Friday morning.
USA.
So
It's
we're
6 a.m.
That's where they're starting it. For your full coverage. It's like 6 till
6 a.m. They're not.
Yeah, I promise. USA is going live at 6 a.m.
They're probably doing
Friday.
an analysis, but no one's teeing off at 6 a.m. There's not 120 people on the field.
That's when USA is going live. If you want to tell me that they're doing 4 hours of pregame coverage, I would also believe that.
I think
and
so.
then 10 a.m. tee times. But me and Uncle Andy will be locked in at 5:55 waiting for that 6 a.m. start. No, I don't want to go too far into it because it's a sad story. But we had some crazy local news happen since the last time we all talked. So the founder of the San Antonio Museum of Science and Technology, which that might sound like a mouthful, but just know San Antonio was the biggest city in America that didn't have a museum that was dedicated to science. until this was built.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you think, I take for granted growing up in North Texas,
I've been to San Jose Science Museum.
Science museums are so cool.
Yeah,
Like they,
you
as
get
a
to play,
kid,
you get to touch
You get to
things.
touch exactly. It's the one. Like as a kid, you were like, history museum, art museum? Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
Science museum? Yes. Like,
Yes,
you're just
science.
Bingo. Exactly. So like when you see the headline of a jet engine falling on a man and crushing him to death.
Oh, buddy.
Just remember.
That happened here?
Yeah, this was at Techport.
So I'm assuming the jet engine.
Hey, see, this is David Monroe provided this city with a museum dedicated to science, something that was sorely, sorely lacking. A name that I don't think a lot of people realized his impact on the city while he was living, and unfortunately it took an airplane engine to fall on him, random accident at Techport from last week, and
that's sad.
Did not survive. Also,
rest in power, King.
Not physical death, but business death. The Strip is losing another venue, losing another bar. The Amp Room down there on the Strip is finally calling it quits after a decade, 10, 11
you
years.
gotta be like 40 years deep to get that.
So none of them are anymore. That's the thing. They've been like Amp Room
I
was
guess they
one of
renamed them. I guess
exactly, and they've been bought out by more corporate entities that are not. Amp Room was still the. I'll tell you why I'm even mentioning them, because in 2011 when we moved here, the way we met our first friend group was working for a music blog, SATX Music. Shout out Libby and Kim. They were booking shows on the Strip, and Amp Room was one of the places that would book just local music.
Yeah.
Not if you would get a random touring act every now and then.
Well, South by Southwest
Spill over,
yeah.
exactly. But you could go to the Amp Room on a Thursday night and know that it was some local kid, some local musicians playing shows. And
you're going to hear some new stuff.
Exactly. And that to me is, as mentioning the corporatization of the human experience of
that's close,
concert
That's close
going.
to your little hipster heart,
Very, very much so, yeah. Very much so. I knew my buddy Kibler, who's in the band. They traveled over from Austin to play at Amp Room half a dozen times, probably. Wow. So shout out to the good owners of Amp Room closing it. I think they're doing 3 more weeks of service. So if you can.
Well, I hope your next venture goes well with that one, man. Good luck, man, because it's hard out there.
Yeah, especially with the live music as it becomes more monopolized and corporatized, unfortunately.
And AI.
You got anything else?
Yeah, hit me, LG. I took a picture of what Chatchitizzle picked as the winners for week 3. Let's see their record. Bills, we're only going to count the losses. They picked the Bills, Panthers, Packers, 1 loss. Jaguars, Vikings, Patriots, Eagles, Buccaneers, Titans, 2 losses. Commanders.
Oh, ChatGPT agreed
Chargers,
with me on the Titans.
Seahawks, Cowboys, 3 losses.
Dadgummit.
49ers, Giants, 4 losses. Ravens, 5 losses.
Wait, so outside of the Ravens,
I don't trust this AI crap, dude.
Outside of the Ravens, those were my exact picks. That was everything.
Are you using ChatGPT?
No,
you're using ChatGPT.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just that good at this. No,
it obviously ain't that good.
I know. Oh.
You picked the Cowboys.
Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell? Hit me, LG. Let's get out of here. I got one more for you in your honor. I know it's a hard day for you. It's a rough day for all the cowpokes out there.
The one and only Cowboys.
Ironically enough, yesterday, September 22nd, the day before Oklahoma State would end up firing him, It was the 18
We can't do it on the anniversary, can we? We'll do it one day after.
Oh my God, that's literally why they waited a day.
Yeah.
That's
You didn't get that? You didn't know that?
I didn't. I don't know. My naivety.
They didn't want to do it before, and they didn't want to do it on it. So they did it the one day after to be respectful.
And we're gonna be respectful.
Yes.
And I'll give you a solid minute.
We're gonna get
of Mike Gundy's epic rant on September 22nd,
amongst men,
2007.
Hit it,
If anybody hasn't read this article, I don't read it. This was brought to me by a mother of children.
Thank you for clarifying, Mike.
Let me tell you why I'm talking about this article. 3/4 of this is inaccurate. It's fiction.
Inaccurate.
Here's all that kid did. He goes to class.
Mr. Gundy!
He's respectful to the media. He's respectful to the public. And he's a good kid. And he's not a professional athlete. And he doesn't deserve to be kicked when he's down. That's why I don't read the newspaper.
It's
garbage. And the editor that let it come out is garbage. Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not a kid. Write something about me or our coaches. And that's all I got to say. Makes me want to puke.
Those hillbilly journalists clapping. Good job, Mr. Gundy. Way to put that young reporter.
That is the Austin of Oklahoma, sir.
I'm sorry. Did you say of Oklahoma? I rest my case.
Shut your mouth.
Rest in power, Mike Gundy. You get to watch all the OAN you want now, and it won't affect your recruiting class. You won't have players boycotting team meetings based on your political
That mullet
opinion.
was the best thing in college football for years.
God, whoever Jeff Traylor has to grow a mullet if he replaces Mike Gundy. All right, that'll do it for the show tonight. Back live Thursday night. Remember, I'm filling in for Uncle Andy Friday on Ticket. Be there at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. Cap, how do people get a hold of you?
Instagram and Twitter at the Captain's Chair 210.
Awesome. You want to reach out to me at Biggest Puma on X, Biggest.Puma on Insta. LG, when's the next stream?
Friday.
Tune into LG's house. Till then,
USA.
y'all be good. Be safe. Peace. We'll talk Thursday.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah!